Hello everybody, I think I'm about ready to get started. So we'll see who's around, but I think our goal today is just more PSO to start things off with today's streaming. Not sure if it'll be episode 4 or not, we'll have to check. Retract says hello, welcome Retract, hope you're doing well. You're listening to Dynasty Warriors 3 soundtrack. We're gonna do a quick check on the forecasts and the beat. Then we'll see what runs people want to do. I do apologize if I do forget what runs you guys want to do. Honestly, if you put it in the Discord, it's really easy for me to find. In the moment, I'll read it and then I'll forget. So sorry if I ask that question a lot. Sadly, I don't have my notes open, because I used to just grab it when I saw it in Twitch chat and copy paste there, but gotta get that set up for next time. Ooh, tail and an even beat. That is a bit unfortunate. Rangers females. That's really unfortunate, because I love Ramar into episode 4. So unfortunate. Yeah, I went to the movies today, but the time was off by like 45 minutes, so we should have started like almost 45 minutes ago. Kind of unfortunate. Okay. So people want to play, I'm willing to do any episode. I usually avoid episode 4 if it's not even beat, since I know a lot of people prefer that, but honestly, if people want to hunt it, I don't really care. As long as you're aware that it's not pew pew laser time, I'll play whatever the chat wants. He's one here. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. Making sure I put a couple merges back, because I think I forgot to do that last time. Thinking about playing Force, but we'll see who's available. If there was anything in the RBR I was interested in. Is it Scarlet Realm 4? And it's Phantasmal World 1. What was the final one? Oh, Swoop Up Operation 13. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not. I don't want to do that one, chat. That's one of the few episode 4. I'm just gonna be like, no. I'm sure it's not hard to learn. Do I really want to learn it for playing it twice and then not playing it again for like 5 months? Not really. Alright. So if I don't see anybody there, I'll be online in a bit. I'm opening an issue to get buffs and contributing to Uptech. Thank you, Retract, for reaching out. Hopefully you can get them to do that. I'll do a little bit of a warm-up while Retract gets ready. I didn't see anybody in the lobby. So presumably it'll just be me and Retract for the first mission or so. I was gonna say, you know what? I haven't played Ramar in quite some time. Let's warm up with Ramar. Yeah, I was just double checking. Yeah, I don't see anybody waiting out here. I feel like that's a fair statement. We'll give Retract at least a solid 10 minutes as we attempt to do a solo TTF real quick. I'm gonna read what Retract wrote in just a moment. Some main changes, Dropbox Chuckster to have the same option. The redo has been on the stagnant since this first published in December, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to get a hold of it, unfortunately. It's a bit unfortunate there. I can't believe this one is A-Beast. Come on, chat. 15% hit A-Beast? Oh, it's like they want the Ramar to kill everything. Man, that damage is silly. Yeah, see, this is where if I had a native, I'm kind of curious if it's worth using Baran's Launcher here, because I don't usually cleanly hit every target here. Case in point. Right, because there's more targets. Like, Brand's Launcher might work here as well. I'm just thinking about if I want to do native. where I would actually use it here. I mean, I could still combo kill without it, just as proof of concept. But what if more damage? Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to do the folder generation for my add-ons. It is what it is. I had a very busy evening, unfortunately. I guess I'll pity heal while I wait. I'm probably at the point where I'm genuinely considering a Zalor run of some sort. But I think if I were to do more challenge mode, I'm kind of tempted. If we do one more episode 1, it's definitely Zalor handgun. 0 doubts. I don't know what I would get if we do episode 2 again. As I said before, like, Demon Needle is kind of like a far-off thing. I'm not looking to rush into that kind of thing at the moment. Oops. Because I have Hell Needle, right? I have Hell Shot. I have Demon Max. Honestly, those 3 are pretty much good to carry me wherever I want to go. In theory, I could get, like, a rest something or other. But how... It really just depends on how badly I'm going to be using it as a hunter. I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm playing HuCast, I don't think I'm going to bother using those. I'll be like, HuCast brings what he needs to bring to the table, which is more damage. Like, that would make more sense if I was focusing on the HuCaseal. Take advantage of the accuracy kind of deal. Oh, that was meant to be a special. Oh, then. I can kill them with 2 powers, like 1, 2, and then special. Should have waited a little bit for Shifta. Oh well, it is what it is. Jack says, I got fixated on figuring out how to work with the add-ons in the toggle config. It was interesting for sure. Don't mind me, just making sure I killed that Bulmer. Kind of tedious to work through the code. I'm not familiar with it. Got it working around 2 AM. Oh no, I caused an obsession. So sorry. Yeah, I like Yashminikov for that, because I could just stand full screen and kill them. I think you could do the same thing with a LNK, but I do genuinely like Yashminikov for that specific clear. Alright, so now we have invincibility at like the most optimal scenario possible. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm wiggling. I don't mean to wiggle. Unfortunate. All time loss. Yeah, we're seeing, like, the fact that I'm doing 2,000 on a swing is kind of wild. I think we can all agree, like, that is just... The 35% A-Beast is put in work, let me put it that way. I can use Yashminikov's or charge. I think it really matters for that one, because I'm close enough where the distance bonus doesn't really matter. I never choose to shoot that one. Yeah, I gave him my charge type ME mech guns. I don't use too often on stream, but they are very nice. Seriously? It's off by just like a little bit. My bad. That's what I get for not playing it for a while. Time loss. Now I gotta deal with this, which I don't normally deal with. So annoying. Whatever. That's what I get for not playing Ranger into TTF. I should know the exact position to stop. I can look at the mini-map for it, but I just stopped like a little too far. Some of that is adjusting to the new mini-map size, but genuine error. Oh, I actually killed him in 1 charge? Huh. I didn't know I could do that. Okay. Did you know you could one button to Sinnoh? I didn't know you could one button to Sinnoh. I wasn't expecting that for sure. Did I veto one on? I was gonna say, I just started this run and I'm like, wait a minute, I never actually confirmed to see if I had what I needed. Whoops. Well, I do, so that's fortunate. I mean, it goes really slow. I should just be able to hit the right monitor, right? Oops, well, not if I do that. I totally mismenued there. Oh my gosh, what is going on with my menuing? 1 second, chat. We're to... There we go. something was stuck in the controller in my defense there. That's what I get for doing that earlier. Annoying. Anyway, we'll still go for the lock. It's just unfortunate that my button got stuck. Because I went to do the menu and it was like, I definitely hit it. So it's like, what happened? It's fine. Charge arm here. Unfortunate. The second time I've had something wedged in the Y button on the Xbox controller. Oh, that doesn't even knock you down. Crazy. I could use HuCaseal or Heaven Striker here. I don't think either of them matter. That was weird. I definitely hit confirm walking by it. I'm like, it better not be server lag or something, because then I feel less bad. But more just confused. Whatever, I could have gone on the other side. Should still work. So HuCaseal is my preference here. Welcome, Arte Chaos. I'll show you why in a moment. Anyway, he's dead now. Interesting there. It's a little fun fact. For people who don't know you could do that with HuCaseal, it is so liberating. I'm like, listen, no more hitting the bullet, no more platform blocking bullet nonsense. It's gonna absolutely murder them there. So yeah, I lost like a good 20 seconds on the vault up, so I was being a little sloppy. Movement in like the Darkbringer room is like, yeah, I did lose a little bit of time, like 3 seconds or so. But it's more vault up where I just, I pressed my right trigger and then nothing happened. Then I pressed Y and that also got stuck for some reason. Then I saw there was something wedged in between. Oh well, it is what it is. It should work. I say this is a classic Dynasty Warrior song. Does he have enough accuracy to do charge mech guns? This is the problem when you take a break from doing solo runs. You forget the drops. Okay, he can land it. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Unfortunately, I should have been here when I was doing that. Then that would have worked. It's fun. Thank you for the good luck, Calvisham. I am feeling super tired. I'm gonna be honest with you. It has not been a very peaceful vacation. Oh, got the combo. Did that spinner really body block me? Sucks. I need to move with my dodge pattern. Also, can I please get a different attack? Please, thank you. Ridiculous. Definitely too much to do. I mean, I'm going to a funeral tomorrow. Mentioned that a couple times on stream. And I got car issues. So it just kind of took away from my vacation time, which I'm not happy about. Like, today was supposed to be like one of the days I don't have to worry about stuff like that, and it just wasn't, sadly. What? Am I really getting this pattern right now? I'm not even getting any close ones? Really? Okay, well, I guess we're going to the next phase. Bad pattern. Super bad pattern. I don't even know what to do with this, honestly. This pattern is just terrible. Triple far side is brutal. Yeah, like this in multiplayer I don't mind this pattern. Single player I do. Come on. Give me something else to work with, please. No, not that. Are you gonna stay near me this time? Thanks. I'm glad one of the patterns I could reach and charge my guns. See, this is why I bring Yashminikov, chat. This exact nonsense where the boss is just full screen the whole time until like literally the last attack. It's just like, okay. I mean, I could try to kill my character technically with the other Scape doll, but it just doesn't feel like worth my time at the moment. So unfortunate. See, I lost a lot of time due to that pattern. I think I entered the boss battle sub 10, and I lost like a good minute and a half on that pattern. That was kind of rough. It is what it is. Anyway, Retract, let me know if you want to do some games. I will make sure to wipe the controller off in 1 second. There we go. And we're good. Gonna be 20-30 minutes now. I guess I could try to do the run back. Assuming nobody else wants to play in the meantime. Honestly, why do I have done? That's one less thing I have to menu through at least. Try one more time. Okay, let's try that again. If I don't get invincibility on one boss, Cannon Rouge is my backup. It's just slower. Prefer not to do that if we can avoid it. What if I wait to shift it here? Try to guarantee that I actually hit everybody this time. 45 native Justy. Bullet whip there. I mean, I know the charge arm can occasionally miss, but it was, like, interesting. I'm used to that happening with Baran's launcher if you don't use freeze trap. Shot. I'm just gonna stand over here preemptively, save myself a little bit of time. I'll skip box checking. Oh, the shot whiffed. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Also, seriously, it lived with 1 HP. Well, on the plus side, it gives me time to position correctly. Should be like right here. Find out in a moment. I need to remember the visual cue. Oh, so close. I was gonna say, I need to remember the visual cue for where to stand. What the graphic looks like for where I physically need to stand. Like, I have a general idea where it is, but I need to be more narrow. Ugh. Allergies are killing me today, unfortunately. I think between games, I'm gonna go take allergy medicine. Could X-Cal kill the Lily? Done that a couple times, but honestly, if I have Vulcan out, it's also fine. Figured I'd send myself a little cash there. I do this right. I shouldn't need to shift it until I get to the boss. Come on. There we go. So we'll see. So if I don't get Mag Invincibility, I just can't abridge it repeatedly. I can take advantage of the fact that it'll attack reset me, but X-Cal without sacking is just kind of mediocre. Okay, I got the good pattern. That's good. Yeah, this will save me like 8 seconds because I got the invincibility, because I actually get to X-Cal, because X-Cal is very strong. You get sack special it, don't get me wrong. Oh, getting the turn. I need to refocus on where to stand next time, so that stops happening. It basically happens if you're like right in between two of the plates. So like when it wiggle wobbles, it's going to annoyingly choose one side or the other, and that will slow down the kill. Unfortunate. I could try to Heaven Striker this. Oh, sorry, chat. Trying not to sneeze again. Seriously, I turned too hard. I stopped where I needed to stop, which was on the white strip, but I didn't turn correctly. That was easier to recover from because I stopped on the right spot this time. It's still, like, annoying to me. One day, I'll get used to it. Also, actually, you know what would make sense? I did restart the PC. I wonder if my controller sensitivity is 0%. That would also explain some weird things that are happening to me. Yeah, now I know that one button, so... advantage of it that time. Because I feel like my maneuvering is, like, a little loose. And I swear I'm not doing that on purpose. Pretty sure it's because my sensitivity is way too high. Took damage there, whatever. Yeah, you die pretty fast in Lacrimosa. Alright, while I do this, can I fix sensitivity? Yeah, it's back at exactly what I thought the issue was. Okay, that would explain some things. Problem hopefully solved now. Where just like even the slightest movement on the left stick is causing me to wiggle wobble, which is not what I want. Oh no, that kind of stuff doesn't interest me, Calvish. I'm gonna be real with you. The whole extra difficulty for that game, like, no thanks. I'll try it like as a joke, but I will not actually try to seriously complete that mode. Oh, shifter we're off right at the end. Oh, I guess I'll pop boxes. Whatever. That's seriously not kill. That is really unfortunate on so many levels. I can't believe it missed by 5. I feel like I'm being trolled, actually. Like, unironically. Like, really? It missed by just 5? Oh, man. When you feel like you know your damage range, but RNG says no. Oh well, it doesn't really impact this room at all. That was just rude. Well, I guess I know next time I can't get away with those button presses. I need to do heavier ones. Wait, what? Why did you teleport funny this time? Wait, why did you teleport that way this time? Stop trolling. Seriously? Okay, he's normally supposed to get wedged in the upper right. I want to investigate why he teleported like that just then. I don't feel like it did anything different between the two rooms, but he teleported on the wrong side of the wall. That is ultra annoying. Need a challenge and have no new games to play? I don't know if I can help you with that one. I feel like I genuinely got trolled there. I think that's the only like maybe one of maybe 3 times so far I've done that in solo. Where it ends up on the wrong side. Is it just like I'm slightly too far left when I go around the corner on the door? I'm really curious why that happens. Because he usually sticks to the right side. And you'll see that even in multiplayer. When people are running there as force in our multiplayer games, that's what happens. Having it on the left side just sucks. For the obvious reason of you just saw the sword whip. I wasn't sure if it would whip or not, since I don't see that side very often. Let me move a little closer. Yeah, it's kind of like the Souls-like games. I don't enjoy the high punish, high damage at all. It's like, Okay, so that does hit. What I was curious about. I need to remember that even though I'm at the side, sometimes it will shoot the spinner if I time it weirdly. It is what it is there. We're doing another one of these. Okay. Goodbye time save. Yep. We're gonna be here a while, chat. Plus it's decided I'm no longer allowed to damage it consistently. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I was worried we were gonna lose like another 20 seconds of it just like zipping around the arena, but that wasn't too bad actually. I know, what is that indeed, Blue Donna? Welcome to Parameter. I'm gonna try something else here. Oh my gosh, it's cooperating? If it comes back to me, then I'm gonna be happy. Kind of. What? Really? Really? By 2? Are you kidding me? Boss. Come on. Gotta be kidding me. Just not a Foey. What a heartbreaker. I know. It's like I'm a guru. That was actually BO. I was like, come on, man. Am I gonna have to swap to Kasami Bracer mid match or like Yadamir to get the Foey? I think it's Yadamir. Come on. Damage range, please. See, this is why you take like 5% extra. Yeah, so I have like a 20 Dark Heaven Striker, but if it was 25, Chad, it would have killed. 100%. I only need to do 2 more damage. So yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I'm used to using Vulcans in multiplayer, but I was like, wait a minute. Heaven Striker should always out damage. So yeah, that was a much better time. I still had some awkwardness in it, but I'll accept that time over the previous time anytime. I should not be doing like 12-minute runs at this point. It should be like 11s, not 10s. Much better. There we go. We're de-rusting. We fixed the controller sensitivity mid-run. Got the button unstuck. So I think we're looking good now. The real question is... no Vulcans with it. Hi, Chance. So what would you like to play? I'm assuming people are almost free. How many escape dolls? You watch. I'm gonna go up to them and be like, "A rank. Listen, you only flawlessly cleared it. It's not good enough." Oh, Terrell, never change. Yeah, I'm okay with TTF, okay with RT. Episode 4, if you're feeling it, I'll do it. Wasn't sure if you're looking for any particular hunts. I'm not looking for anything at the moment. So I'm just kind of whatever during Easter event. When we go to Anniversary, there's very specific things I want to hunt. Oh yeah, of course A rank, of course. Parameter says I'm going to see if I can even play. That's step 1. Excellent work! But you only got an A rank. Our ranking is very arbitrary. Sorry, the internet is still bothering you in Parameter. But honestly, when you hosted those last ones, perfection. Most memorable runs of all time. Oh no, we're both green ID, the forbidden ID. Let's see. What should I bring in? I could probably host. I guess I'll play a character I haven't played in a very long time. Question mark? I was gonna say, speaking of Ranger, technically I could also bring in the HuCast. I haven't played him in a while either. So she doesn't have an X-Cal on her currently. That's fine. Okay, I can't even, says in Parameter. I was gonna say, I think Parameter might be the pink goal. But if he's not able to do it, I could switch who I'm playing as. Since it'll have to be somebody that can buff. Unless Retract wants to go for us. With the Parameter. That changes things slightly. If you want to do Red Force, I'll bring in somebody that... Ranger is not good enough for what we need to do. I'm gonna bring in DPS. Don't worry about DPS Retract. I'm gonna bring in the DPS. Like, don't worry about it. So you pick whichever force you want to level, I guess, or play. I can host if needed, because at least I'm Sky ID. We were just talking about the HuCast. Sorry, HuCaseal. HuCaseal is really fun in 3-player. 2-player, I need to go more optimized. Or the run is going to take an eternity. Yeah, like if I'm really desperate, I have S-Red's Blade, but without his Allure handgun, I'm not going to bother with it. I guess HuCaseal isn't too terrible if somebody has his Allure handgun. I don't, so I can't offer that as a strategy. Yeah, we'll do some TTF. And then if nobody stops by, we'll just do episode 4. Apparently Count Vishan was also a star of Destiny. Thank you, Budana. Oh! I didn't even give him Dark Flow. That's funny. I think I realized that he's so strong I don't need it. I think that was my ruling with him. That feeling when Dark Flow not even needed. I mean, like, it helps with, like, a couple of faster kills. But honestly, like, does he need it to beat any boss? No. As long as he has Jaya. Oh, 45 hit Jaya, chat. Juicy. Yeah, see, he's only using a 40 hit, but the difference is that it is 25 machine, because I just want to kill the boss really quickly. I don't need the 10%. I just want that boss gone. Oh, this one's also a classic Dynasty Warriors. We'll give people a couple minutes if they want to hop in. Sorry, Imperameter's internet is not cooperating with us. Yeah, we'll just do some TTF until more people show up. And if they still want to do TTF, that's also fine. We'll fall over dead for now. Well, speaking of which, do I have the levitation? Looks like I do. Yeah, what's with HuCasts in there? Like, what's going on with their feet not touching the ground there? It's a little special. I think we could fully appreciate it just not being level. Oh, game. You did not center that correctly. Okay, so I guess we'll get started. Again, most people are just starting to come off work from my side of things. We'll probably see them in a little bit. So when we do two-man stuff, I either do Ramar HuCast or Phonuman. Or not Phonuman, I usually do like Phonural HuCast. Either's fine. We'll be sticking close together. I could just Jaya them if I really want to. How dare you interrupt my Jaya? Perish. Wow, the fact that he's actually able to combo kill that is kind of wild. Everybody else is like struggle city to kill this in multiplayer. He's just like, teehee, I'm just gonna play it optimally and it still works. What a character. What a character, Chad. Be playing a Pokemon fan game. Nice, nice. That should line him up so this should kill. Should work. The only thing a little dicey is getting the first hit on the dragon here. Darkflow makes this a bit easier. I had invincibility, so I said whatever. I go for the damage bug. Can't one-shot without Dark Flow, so there's the time loss here, technically. There's no way they're surviving this. Say goodbye. Vulcan damage too high. I think it flips down enough. I need to remember that. If I want to go down, I think I have to hold upright, even though that doesn't make any sense to me. I think that's what I have to do there. 3. Slime dude. What a character. This room can be kind of awkward, so I'm gonna take a safety heal here. Might come back to that room. Actually, I could just slime dude. Help a little bit with this room, but I gotta move on. It is worth doing because we are red ID, so I'm like, I really shouldn't give up any slimes unless I really, really have to. There we go. Invincibility. Fortunately, I'm not using X-Cal on him, so it doesn't matter as much. Just might interrupt my combo, that's all. Goodbye my money. The Wiggle Woggle ate my money. Rip. Maybe I'll just try standing in the corner of the raft rather than trying to get higher up. Maybe that'll stop that from happening. Ooh, that was scary. I missed the first hit. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Nice of an egg. Yeah, I'll be healing myself constantly just because I'll be in the front a lot, trying to deal with this stuff, so in case I get tagged when it's dead. Otherwise, if we were playing like a four man, I just would choose not to go in the front because I'm like, I'm not gonna bother. Come in later. There we go. Look what happens when you fix the sensitivity. You get exactly what you're looking for. There we go. Redemption. It was honestly the controller. There we go. Go touch this. Hello, Sinnoh Run. Not mean to shoot again, that was a mistake. Oh man, these guys are easy to kite. Bye. My chat, just bye. Good deal with you. It's like the credit music for Dynasty. I wonder if we're at the end of the soundtrack in general or not. Sadly, I can't skip ahead. I even skipped this when I played this game, sorry. And then it says you're trying out Mario Mon. I'm assuming that's the Pokemon fan game. You... Kinda shocked that didn't kill him. Ah, gotta hold still. Let's skip this song. Okay, so that is the final song, presumably. There's something here. Kind of. Let's go to next soundtrack. Well, we'll see if our track has the stun loop down. Otherwise, I need to Twin Blaze. Playing Pokemon Eon Guardians. I'll just nod my head. I have not played Pokemon in a very long time. Oh, you're doing it with Glide Divine? Uh-oh. Oh, that's a problem. That is not an ATP weapon. This might be a while then. I would have just grabbed my X-Cal. I'll have to give you one. I might be able to slow it down with Twin Blaze. Yeah, that's a big oof. I could easily give you that before we started the run. I don't have it on me though. I'm doing backup strats with Twin Blaze. Should still work. But I'm gonna need to be shifted again. There we go. And it says I could join on one of my ventures for a few runs. Haven't played in a long time. Sure thing. Yeah, we got open slots. We're just waiting for people to trickle in, so you're more than welcome. I mean, this is also why I carry Twin Blaze as my backup, just in case somebody can't do it. That's not the worst case scenario, because I'm at least able to output a lot of damage. I don't feel like killing claws as a HuCast. Like, I could, I just don't want to. Speaking of things that they shouldn't be doing, you shouldn't be attacking me when I walk by you. It messes up the flow, like what's happening now shouldn't normally happen. How rude. I'll let him clean up the Arlens, the Qualls. I'll deal with this solo. Still work. Oh! I had it right. I don't know why I second-guessed myself there to dodge that. That's fine. I This'll work. I had to beat the Darkbringer swing. Oh wow, I really missed that many times? That's painful. 97%, please. Show mercy. I don't think I need red handgun here. I mean, I used to. I don't think I need it now. Yeah, if we're gonna get a third player, I'll switch to somebody with Dark Flow. I'm having fun with him, but he's definitely a little awkward at points without the Dark Flow. Clarity. We're still doing Dynasty Warriors soundtrack. We're just doing the 4th one now. And by the time the soundtrack ends, that'll be about when we pause PSO anyway. It all works out. I want to say 4 is my overall favorite Dynasty Warriors soundtrack. But I haven't played anything past 7, so I'm not sure that still holds true. That does so much damage. Got the kill there. This is fine. ZXE has found success after defeating Baran. Nice. Well, let's hope it gets close for the Vice skill. Get so much damage. This one might kill. Or you'll do that. Okay. Unfortunate. Oh, I still get knocked down this thing? Really? Unfortunate. I'll have to fix this light resist later. I'm at like 1700 health. I really should not be knocked out at this point. Game, please. Nothing like 6% more light resist probably won't fix. Yeah, if we're getting a third player, there's a different character I want to play for 3-man team. I'll fix Synchro here, I guess. Oops, I picked up a junk item. Sure thing. Good. something real quick. Okay. If you still need an HuCaseal or something for the next few runs or tracks, just let me know. We'll just change what weapon I use on the other character. Yeah, that's what I was also checking, because I was thinking, I'm like, it's 820 for the ATP, right? And I'm like, yeah, I think they have 808 or something. Like, nah, get wrecked. No moral, I think, can you still... Okay. Swap out. Okay, let's go back to the character I wanted to play originally. And also technically play my HuCaseal, who's red ID. I like both of them, honestly, for multiplayer TTF. Let the track make the game. A3D is not a terrible ID to make it on, but red ID is definitely my preference. At least I get L and Ks if we do Viridian. But after the V101 nerf, I just haven't been running Viridian as much. Come over here, retract. Oh, I don't have a cannon version here. That's interesting. Surely I have a cannon version here. Otherwise, I'll check my share bank. I feel like it's impossible for this character to not have a cannon version. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like, there's no way. There's no way she doesn't have her own cannon rouge. Get out of here. Like, I'm not taking that bait. Let's see. Yeah, I was gonna use the HuCaseal on the boss, but you can make this. Oh, one sec, be right back. Is the other cannon rouge actually better ABs? About the same. I was just seeing if it was worth grinding the other one, but this one should work. Yeah, like the 30 Dark Vulcans. Yeah, it's like 2 ATP or something. It basically might as well not be there. Because I think for a while she was just explicitly using HuCaseal to kill Worm Boss, but Cannon Rouge is okay as a backup. I'd rather my HuCaseal go to the Force for Worm Boss, and then at least I have an okay backup weapon. It's definitely much better in single player. It's much worse in multiplayer. Welcome back. There we go. That'll help him with the stun lock, and it'll also speed up Worm Boss kills. And the 30 hit means that he can actually land special as Faux Newman. Well, we are playing as female ranger, so we're getting the forecast bonus, which is kind of nice. I'd like to clear the first room. This red ID. Look how easy that is. Yeah, she has red ring and deep parts V101 on, so kind of nice. Look how easy that is. Uh-oh. Likely ban evader just did a message. Let's see if Calvisham gets to get another ban in. I don't see it on screen. I don't know if chat actually sees it in the Twitch messages. Did you see a message from Elastic Heritage 1? Is the ban evasion finally working? Calvisham just banned them outright. That's good. I'm glad that it's actually finally cutting them off. I think whatever it is starting to learn. How else are we gonna learn about cheap viewers on stream, boo? Remove the space. Power shop, please. Yeah, I was talking before. I usually do the kind of human faces on the Android models. I like this one because it looked like she had hair and the helmet. That's why I went with this outfit. Oh, almost got the glitch. It was close. Nicely done. Alright, so now I'm gonna hold like genuine. Okay, I'm gonna hold up and see what happens. Upright. See where this puts me. What? Well, that time it did put me up. Wait. So I hold down right and I end up, and I hold upright and I end up. How does that work? How did they both go to the same place? Tomfoolery, chat. Absolute tomfoolery. 1, 2, 3. It must be like remembering how I'm facing the dragon or something. The only thing I could think of. It's like the only one I don't feel comfortable with so far in terms of going to the next area. So yeah, maybe I'll try to do it. Like, if I do it head on, it's definitely hold right. But when I'm holding down, I think it matters if I'm already holding down or not as to like where my direction needs to be. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just let go of the control stick and then try again and see how that impacts it. As I said before, I went to the same place twice with 2 different inputs. That's the only thing I could think of. There we go, that was a nice clear. I would like to slime dupe, so I'm gonna leave you 2 here. One, 2, 3, slime duping time. Oh, door's open. You could come out. I've already set it up. We should be good. Even if they chase you, it shouldn't really matter. Goodbye, slimes. Unfortunate, no item drops. Oh, I don't have any tall pipes. That's awkward. Well, good thing somebody walked with me. I got to buy them next time I'm there. Got the anti-paralysis, which is in my inventory for some reason. Maybe it was mag feeding. The only reason I could think I would put anti-paralysis on the character. But alas, that matters not. This is better than nothing, because at least we have X-Cals going on. Okay. We'll say that's passable. As long as we don't go into 2 cycle, that's all that matters, honestly, when you're playing a person down. Needing to wait for it to go to the back and then the front and then leap over, that is a big waste of time. I'll take that. Good confuse trap, but I think I'm just gonna murder you. I like confuse trap more if I'm not going to kill these. Like if I'm just getting incidental kills. Like for example, I'm not really gonna hang around. I didn't realize he was still alive. I'm not really gonna hang around for them on like most IDs. Red ID, I genuinely want to kill all of them. But since if I'm gonna do that anyway, I might as well just special with freeze. Save some time. But if all I'm doing is skipping them, I'll just get the free kills. Like solo play, I'll do the confuse trap. Right, I don't really want to focus on number of enemies killed. That's what multiplayer is for. Push that all. Oh. Retract, apparently. I was gonna say, oops, I wasn't sure if he had escaped all or not. He's getting greedy with X-Cal, rip X-Cal users. Move on. You guys can kill the last one if you want. Charge Vulcan. There we go. I'm sure Count Visham's happy. He's like, I got to ban somebody today. I got to ban somebody almost every time we've come in the stream now. See, we've confused them with the early start time. They don't know when to come in. Like, damn, Count Visham's here. It's over. Here's an example where if you ever get stuck in a room, your goal is to just walk around the room clockwise or counterclockwise, and the room kind of sorts itself out. You don't even have to do anything. That's a good charge run. I thought about it for a minute. I am shocked I didn't get killed there. Oh, speaking of which. I was gonna say, yeah, that was about right. So the problem with HuCaseal is if she has too much health, I just kind of get stun locked if the other kill chicks aren't locked down. So when I went to go fight these two, I had 6 of them fighting me. So I was like, yeah, I think I'm dead. The moment you get hit, it's just kind of over. I don't think there's a recovery from it. Also, retract meleeing without a buff. I'm gonna shake my head. Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah, the curse of high HP, aka why I don't like high HP in like 80% of the runs that I do. There's some where it's useful, but I feel like if I'm just doing TTF, I'd just rather not have the HP if it comes down to it. Oh, I don't have the right gun equipped for this. Fortunate. There we go. Oops. I got super trolled by the aiming of the camera. I held forward, but the forward was not the forward that I wanted it to be. That was interesting. See how many I can kill here. That's what I wanted. Much better manipulation of enemy swings. Oh, that heartbreaking moment when you miss by like a couple damage and you know there's nothing you can do to get better damage other than weapon attributes. Kind of painful. Oh. Uncontrolled sorcerer. My shotgun just missed. Oh, I have 83% chance. Okay, never mind. Actually confused. Let the force kill the Arlens. Should be able to handle a room by myself. Needed. I want to stay on this side of the room because I'm the trap user. I should probably trap responsibly. Just needs to die. There we go. Trapping responsibly. I'm like, the worst thing that happens is if my other trap goes off too early, they're going to be walking towards me anyway, so they'll probably walk into the other trap, which is, I think, what happened, which is fine. That's why I do that. If I place the other trap too early, I'm not going to feel all that sad about it. Like, oh no, I only have, like, a bajillion more. Even after throwing them out, I still have 3. Despite using multiples in the same room. I'm going to go for the one that's behind us. We're going to assume Defoe will take care of it. It is kind of funny, like, how deadly Mines is at high level, and it really shouldn't be. Kind of one of my gripes about PSO. Where, like, if the set damage was actually just all that they did, and you got knocked down, or you had other kinds of iframes, it wouldn't be that terrible. Oh man, Baran's getting, like, 1,400, 1,600 damage on Missile Barrage. It's like, move over, episode 2. Kill damage looking low now, for some reason. I still have a 99% chance of landing it. Too slow, should have weapon swapped. I'm in trouble here, I think. Like, rip party. Just T2 corpses, like, oh. Pattern. That's unfortunate. Oh, come on. Really? It's gonna soul barrier right then? Rip Shonen, I'm definitely killing him. Unambiguously. I'm like, hold on, I'm not waiting. Don't short cycle us here. Please don't. Okay, good. Well, less good. There we go. So we're still getting clears in terms of like the first area of forest. Out of 4th person, it's a little questionable whether somebody could go on ahead and clear the hill delts. Kind of like whatever. Gotta skip a run or two, no worries. Sure, let's synchro. Oops, she almost body blocked me while I'm feeding Mag. Oh, that now makes sense, because I was feeding it to Lucius. I was wondering why I didn't see paralysis. I was like, yeah, okay, I still have the other mag. At least I know what mag she was feeding, but that's what it is. I'll just rebuy. But also this time make sure I have teleport. Okay, so we're gonna be down to just 2 people again. I said before, I like the HuCaseal solo. I feel like her big issue is Falls. Just doesn't have like enough raw ATP to clear Falls' final form's defense. The Solar Handgun would be amazing for her there. Wow, that was still S rank, really? Huh. They just love it when you kill enemies, apparently. Okay, so I'll switch which character I'm gonna try. We'll do a couple more TTF. Hopefully more people will trickle in, otherwise that'll be about it for TTF. Oops. I'm gonna go for Dark Blow stuff. Tori, got Escape Doll. Pretty good. Huh? Still no was closest to me, that sucks. That actually interrupts my disco. There we go, I just wanted to open that box. I could trap shoot, but I'm like, I'm used to just running and moving. Just say I think I only have Blast Swan. I don't think I have a handgun, right? Yeah, I don't have a handgun. Vice acts weird and Last Swan acts weird, so I don't really want to rely on that hitting. Oh, invincibility. Brutal. Okay. Well, hopefully I don't get sat on by Dragon. See what happens, though. That was a get off me swing. I should be able to go for the damage bug here. There's no way this is intended. Well, I got it a little bit, but it could have been better. Yeah, I did like 700 damage on the other form. So now I'm just seeing what happens if you hold down right. I'm just curious where this puts me. Yeah, see, down right made me go upright. You see what I mean? Like, it's very weird. Don't like it. It's like somehow the up and down are flipped, but the left right isn't. Don't like this guy near me. He's gonna mess up with my timing. He's in the way. That's what I was worried about. I'll still be able to clean this up though. just very awkward because my bounces don't bounce the same way if there's somebody in the middle. I'm gonna take a I should. Let them punch you. Let's focus on slime duping. Too early for the freeze trap, but it is what it is. Oh, I got bonked. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, I've escaped all. That could happen sometimes. Like, if I move slightly too close to them, the time it takes for the fire trap to detonate is about on par with their time to attack. But if they attack before I fire trap, then I die like that. That was user error. That wasn't RNG. Could have pulled them slightly differently. Nice invincibility for retract. Oh. So close. There we go. Now I'm just targeting one group. And Jaya makes short work of Worm Boss. I'm gonna do this actually, so I don't get messed up next time. Try this. Maybe that just works with two people a bit better. It's not the angle I wanted. Alright, since her damage is a bit lower, maybe it is better that I confuse here. HuCaseal, I definitely won. He cares about accuracy. She doesn't care about it as much. I drain my HP on purpose if I want to. I could do it to Dark Flow the Sinnohs. There's like a reason to do it, but I just don't like doing it in two-player. If there was a third player, I would do it, but I don't like the fact that there's going to be a lot more that I have to dodge that I don't normally care about. Just to keep them off of me. I'll let Retract kill the Cannabins. Oh. What is going on? Are there some like wild berserking? What's happening? I didn't want to come back that way. I might be in trouble. Okay. Retract making me go directions I don't want to go. Yeah. I mean, you could just zap them with, like, spells. Like, you could just legit Rafoe them. There's nothing they could do to stop you from doing that. Why I state that? A little confused. I don't know if I would melee them as a Fonuman. Get rid of you. Yeah, forces have, like, the easiest time to not get hit by that. They just do any tech. They can even just Resond. It doesn't even have to be, like, the tech that works. Out of you. Also, I definitely thought I had last Swan equip, but I didn't. My attack timing was a bit weird there. There we go. Okay, so last time I got killed because every single one of these started fighting me. That time I just went early. I could kill these guys. There we go. We're back to seeing what happened before. I killed half of the room. Well, I want that skipped off for sure. 100% grabbing that. I almost hit use on that HP material. I was gonna get tilted. I wish I could disable the usage, honestly. Put Twin Blades for now. I'm gonna need Retract to deal with all up. Be able to disco for a decent amount on the boss. Nicely done. It killed me with the cage, seriously. That's... Kill me during the cutscene, how rude. So unfortunate. I know it can do that, I forget sometimes. It's so annoying. Like, if its attack is traveling while that cutscene happens, while it explodes, it'll still kill you. Even though the boss is dead. It is actually the height of rudeness when that happens. Rip my buffs. Gonna confuse trap them. Rip the buffs. Can I even kill Sorcerer without buffs? Find out. Hopefully. I got through it. Do I have S-Reds? Because I'm not doing damage to those. No. Oh boy, we're gonna be here a while. Oh, I have been buffed. The difference in doing 60 versus 360. It's a little damage difference. There we go. You put it here, here. Oh, I actually got him with the original freeze trap. Nice. Game over. You. Oh, one of my favorite songs from the soundtrack. Nice.
Is that a monolith?
It is indeed a monolith. The song, I believe, is called Eve. Yeah. So we'll just patiently snipe everything. I am kind of shocked that didn't hit me, to be honest with you. There's the spinner hitbox is like in your favor in weird ways, and then sometimes it isn't. And that was one of those times where I feel like I very physically walked through the spinner and it did not hit me. And I don't think it was due to invincibility. Hot shots? Ooh, a lot of hot shots. What is this? Okay. Nice time. Unfortunately somebody's in the middle. Can't do anything about that. I'm gonna go across. A good clip, but I'm trying to lure it away from the force. I go to the side. To kill. Or not. 50 damage shot. Damn. If only I had a speared last one, chat, that would have killed. It's easy, just throw 30% on. That'll be when I'm truly done with the game. When I just have 100 dark, last swan. Just no mercy, everything. Be like 100 dark, 100 machine, 100 native. That was some good damage. Oh, so close for 2 players. So close. Oh, well. I mean, it's like a couple foes from death, I guess. It's fine. I say, Soul Link this. Okay. We'll see if anybody wants to join in for more runs. Otherwise, might do a different quest. Just thinking about what I would like to do. There's only so much straight TTF I could do with 2 people. I enjoyed it a couple of times. 5+ times. I don't know about that. We just do the same group that we're doing now, but episode 4. This is it before. I actually like this character into episode 4. The only thing I have to switch out is if I have to seize things, do I want a kunai? It's the only thing I want to change. Yeah, let's try. We haven't done it in a while. Just don't mind me. It's just attempting to put a 50-hit kunai into my inventory. I don't need her dark. Well, I don't need the Girasol. I don't think I need her Jaya on this run. I can substitute in kunai. Just wild chat, 50 hit kunai. Holy. I have a good melee weapon. I only have Twin Blaze. I think I could just use the Jazai. Which I almost never use, but I mean, at least it has 20 hit on it, so it's not totally terrible. Let's try something like this. The only thing I need to do is take out a V5 unit, I think. Let's make sure she didn't put one in here before I go further. Yeah, we'll do some episode 4. See how the boss run goes. That's a V5. I'm gonna grab an HuCaseal real quick. Okay, then I can take the other one back. Too many things to put away. Goodbye, grinders. I need to move stuff around. Well, if I have that, I don't need the Josiah. But I might still yeah, let's use the Josiah regardless. The HuCaseal away for now. It's so rare that I use that weapon, I might as well just give it a shot. Okay, so we'll try episode 4 as is. And then the only thing I need is my V5, which he already has. There we go. So many random weapons in here. Yeah, she's only off by 1 accuracy. Might just leave it on her permanently at this point then. I don't know how much I care about that 1% accuracy. If it was like 3 or 4, I would get it, but yeah, with the other one, I can just put it away now. I think that level up made her jump up a point, which is nice. If we pick up grinders, we'll grind what we got. Let's try an episode 4 boss run, see how it goes. Are still an odd beep, that's fine. Should be a ton of experience regardless. Probably just host since I'm red ID. Do this. Yeah, if I brought my HuCaseal, in theory, I could start dark flowing the zoos. But again, do I really want to do that in a 2-player party? Not really. I might put the dark flow away. I mean, I guess in theory, if I'm low on health, I'll give it a shot, but I won't go that low on purpose. Yeah, Twin Blaze to stop them from charging me, just good for general damage, less 1 for single target, Vice if I need to burst mini-bosses, Twin Eye for lockdown, Josiah for Satellite Lizard Murder. Okay, I'm assuming it's just the 2 of us, but I'll give chat a minute as I rehydrate. See how this goes. Eventually I gotta hand in all those MA4 tickets. How much is this, the wrapping? The combo kill. It is funny proccing the hell. Do a nice little confused trap here since we're low on people. Them both attacking me is super rude. Thanks, confused trap. I'm glad you Decided to skip that day of working. There we go. Oh man. Ransom the bird, huh? There we go. Stack that Gufoe. Strong enough to combo kill. Oh, I gotta remember, Retract probably doesn't know where to stack the Gufoe. Oops. We should probably talk about that as we go through. Yeah, next wave will be Dorfon, so I'm gonna try to take care of him with Kunai. There we go. If you feel like you're getting a hit, you might want to bare hand cast Gufoe. There we go. I'm gonna Vice you. Bye. Okay, let's see. Definitely want Escape Doll. Gonna hold a Tri-Fluid for him later. Well, Retract just got rewarded very heavily for us switching over. Casual Event Egg, Photon Drop combo. I'm gonna show you the power of the Kunai. Here, Kunai's so messed up, chat. I love this weapon. It's like not even like that weak too, on top of it. If all I want to do is just lock down for the team, like I just do that over and over. What can I do? Nice try. Then up close, it triple hits. So it kind of makes up for its lackluster damage. Stark second go. Actually, well, Astark is next. Come back. Once you kill the Astark, or once one Astark is dead, I'll let you always stack. These enemies are the worst. Okay, never go sadly. What'll happen is I don't really need to do much as long as he's Gufoe stacking. Mostly just need to set up for the fuse. I'm just gonna let him continue to stack. If he has Magical Piece, it definitely saves time, but if he doesn't have it, it's okay. It's more important that I take care of the Zeus to become a problem. There we go. Here... That's gonna be double Dorfon, which can interrupt with any kind of Gufoe. Matters. You see the power of the paralysis there. But they just don't get to do anything. Once the Gufoe interrupts their charge, we just kind of run them over. And that's why I like the HuCaseal, because she is super consistent at landing it. But if you have a 50 hit kunai, then like basically anybody lands it. Because I think she was using a 15 hit kunai, and that was good enough for her to 100%. So you just take her max ATA, and then compare it to your Hunter ATA. And that's how much of a kunai you need for it to be useful. I see multiple Tri-Fluids, I'll make sure to drop it to him later. I'm holding 2 currently for him. So this room is kind of awkward for forces because we end up fighting the stupid Babudas. So he'll fireball for a little bit. Oh, I forgot where the zoo was for a second. I looked behind me because that's usually where it is. My bad. I can get rid of these. That was Hunter failure. That was on me. But essentially it's going to go double Astark into Horrible Wave. So he'll probably just focus on Gufoe spamming, even though it's Astark. The only thing I'll ask for the Astark wave is just to Zalor gel in them. Other than that, I'll just let you do whatever. Let's wait this wave out. So just be careful, because this wave is going to be a little tricky. I'm going to try to confuse trap them, since we have low numbers of people here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put confuse trap here, and then I'm going to put confuse trap here. And I'm going to come here. I should deal with some of them. So that way he can start stacking Kafoi, or oops. Got bodied by Fireball. So just keep stacking Kafoi, and then just never stop stacking Kafoi. And you should be fine. I'll try to keep the Astark off of you. Similarly, I'm going to set up on the other side of the room, so that by the time he kills this, I can kill the zoo. And then from there, it's going to be Dwarfons on either side, so I'm going to focus on damage, I think. Or I could kunai one of them, I guess. Oh, the other one just perfectly went where I was shooting. I guess that works. Thanks for volunteering to die, Dwarfon. Okay. Yeah, next couple of waves are also kind of awkward. It just kind of... Just like at the start of every wave, debuff, and then just go straight back to Kafoi spamming. It's probably the correct call. I'm gonna confuse trap so that way he can just cast uninhibited. But essentially what'll happen is that the things that are weak to fire are on the right side. If you're playing a hunter, you generally don't want to be on the right side, since those are the things you can deal with. Instead, you should be focusing on the Astark and the ice side. Like, you'll still kill this Astark, for example. But, like, those other Buddhas that are next to me are basically already dead. I barely had to do anything. Like, don't waste time as a hunter killing those, unless there's nothing else to target. So this wave isn't great, but the wave after this will be benefit for Kafoi. Let's do what we can here. We're going to do a confuse trap here. This should make them basically leave him alone. Oh, or never mind, they run him over. Rip, he pulled them too far. Critted. Kill the zoo. It's usually what bothers the force there. Yeah, I recommend debanding. If you're wondering why you're taking so much damage, episode 4 is not forgiving if you do not deband. It is absolutely going to stomp you. There you go. So don't feel afraid to debuff them if you want underground. From here, if he just spams Kafoi, I honestly don't think he needs to move. There. He should be fine. Like, even though this is fine, he just needs to slow them down, because I'll deal with these. And then by the time the next wave spawns, he'll have lingering Kafoi out, which is what I'm looking to take advantage of here. So they're about to take a lot of damage, which is more where I'm looking to save time. Because, like, he can save me some time on the purple Astarks, but if he kills those, then by the time I'm done with the zoo, then he's good. Yeah, and he'll keep doing that. So this is going to be a little tricky with just 2 people. You will probably need to leave the center, and you can now do whatever you want, since the next waves don't need Kafoi stacks. So feel free to melee if you want, doesn't matter. This is going to be Astark, you have to move anyway. Get out of here. So it'll be a little tricky with just me, but I'll try to kunai them. It should be doable. Or I aim sideways and I only get 1. That's awkward. Also, it doesn't help that the invisible one blocked my kunai. Okay, 1 down. Stop 2. You... And got rid of you. Okay. So next room is kind of interesting. The way I like to view it is that you want to kind of... No worries, retract. So that's why I'm trying to walk through, because I'm realizing there's an experience difference. I run this with Force all the time. So here's what you're going to do. So this wave is a little more complex. You need to go... Basically... Draw a line halfway across the room. You need to be above the halfway point at all times. So there's going to be 4 things you have to foe, and you want to get somewhat close and then stay towards the upper half of the room. The reason you want to do that is all the bad stuff is behind you. So I'm going to walk in. I'm going to show you where you should probably be as a force, like right about here, where you want to be a force. So you want to come in a little closer and then just spam Gafoe. So if you have anything that boosts foe damage, like Fire Scepter, please equip. Because you're going to be using Gafoe pretty much 80% of the room here. So move further up, further up. I'll deal with these. If you could debuff once, though, that would help. You're going way too far back. You need to go way far forward. I should have said bottom half of the room because you're technically coming from the top. There you go. And the reason this is important is that, one, it's going to put him in a better position for the Shadow Lizards here. But then, when it comes to the Pyro Gorons that appear near the door, if he's near the door, he's just going to get butchered. Like, there's nothing he can really do about it. So my goal here is to probably set up a freeze trap here. And then do this kind of stuff. So that way I have some time here. Send my gear to HuCaseal and CC stuff. Play whatever you want here. Alright, so he's just gonna keep spamming Gafoe till the end of time. And I kid you not, you were literally not going to stop spamming Gafoe until you see Gertabulu. Like, it does not matter what else is in this room, never stop Gafoeing. Just, like, you'll see. Like, if you had not Gafoe there, then you wouldn't be doing damage here. The problem with, like, this area in particular is that it really wants you to stack damage. So see how, like, those enemies still had, like, 1600 damage? If he had Magical Piece and Gafoe merge, he would actually just one-shot them. He might be a little too far... Oh, no, you didn't make the Rappies spoof. I always forget to move forward for the Rappies. That's why I like to play the room forward a little bit. Get rid of those. So if you think something's going to hit you, it's okay to gel in. But aside from that, just keep Gafoe stacking. These... Then the last enemies are going to be near the red door. It's going to be 2 Marissas and a Gertabulu. Again, you could switch over to Rafoe at that point if you want to stun lock the Marissas. Just be aware. Not sure if you have demons. If not, Zalor is fine. Yeah, you really don't want to X-Cal Gertabulu. I'm just gonna warn you. For future reference, you absolutely should have Rigger's Rifle for this. This thing is very tanky otherwise. But fortunately, I'm a HuCaseal, so at least I can do some damage. So it's a little rough with just one hunter. I usually trap reset if I'm just one hunter here, but it's fine, I don't have to. So this is my favorite room in the game. Walk forward, go slightly right, and then hill forward again. So just do something that interrupts your straight line walking into the room. You need to do it, because I don't have Rebarda. Just walk in and Rebarda. Just kind of go like, yeah, little swerve. Oh, that was skill. You Gafoe'd. Oh, okay, I don't recommend that. So please, Rebarda. Okay, so now go to the middle, dead middle of the room right now where the zoo is. Get ready to debuff the whole room. I need you to debuff the whole room. Debuff, 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 debuff. Okay, that should be fine. Now, your goal is to help out when there's only 1 Goron detonator left, or if you think of the party's killing them very quickly, you start Gafoe stacking. So right now, do whatever you can to hurt them. But when it's down to 1, there's going to be, right about where you're standing, a lot of bad enemies. So you're going to need a lot of Gafoe. So start Gafoe. I'll deal with this. Don't worry about killing Goron at this point. Gafoe, please. There we go. Yeah, so if you get a little bit of a head start there, that is a huge deal. There we go. By the time they target him, I'll kill the zoo. I'm just going to shoot them off of him. And for the most part, you can just Gafoe stack. I mean, these kinds of waves, it's usually up to the hunter to kill. Oh, I got crit. I even tried to try-mate. Damn, it's too slow. So yeah, as I said before, it's a little rough with just one other person, because normally you'd have some assistance as a hunter here. You're not just soloing literally all 6 normally on multiplayer HP. But it is what it is. I need a buff. I died. they don't freeze those. There we go. By the time they start doing something, he could just Gaffoe repeatedly. Next wave is Gaffoeable. Wave after that, you could switch to whatever you want. When you see its zoos, should be fine. But yeah, you're seeing what happens if you... So what my other recommendation is if your defense is not perfect as Faux Newman, and I mean like dead perfect, you will probably need to debuff them. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buffs. Like you're going to get absolutely slaughtered because episode 4 damage is super high. That's why I complain about Faux New World, because your defense is terrible. There we go. Clear these up. Oh, no Gaffoe stacks, unfortunately, there. I did get a trap reset, though. So in a way, I got what I was going to do anyway. I just got it, like, a couple of traps early. I guess I could work with this. So the problem here... Okay, my recommendation for the zoos, please use Rabarda and not Grants. It'll stun lock the room and it'll hit the Gurtabulu. Reference. We'll teach you what spell to use, because that'll stop them from hitting you. Because as long as you do some damage to the Gurtabulu, it goes into that recoil animation. And Grants just takes way too long. There we go. You could technically set up a Grant stun lock, but you're also having to deal with those zoos. So it's like, I could teach you how to do it. I don't think it's worth doing most of the time. Any cures you should bring along? At most, cure freeze, but honestly, if you have CC, we shouldn't need it. Especially if we're playing HuCaseal, we really don't need it. I would rather you just bring as much damage as you can. Alright, so here's an interesting wave. So he's gonna deal with these Yowies. I'm actually gonna go to the far end of the room. So I have to gauge based off of his kill speed when I'm able to move forward. So basically what'll happen, it'll be 3 Goron detonators at the far end of the room. Then it'll be a ring of enemies that can't beat a Gaffoe. So once those Yowies are dead, feel free to drop Gaffoe until I mention it again. Alright, so I'm gonna start setting up a freeze trap based off of the damage he's dealing. This is fast enough. I was a little slow there, that was unfortunate. Right idea. Slightly too slow. Alright, so he has to be careful, because right in the middle are going to be bad things. So I'm going to try to freeze trap the bad things. Oh, Zeus first. I'm sorry, Zeus. I lied to you. I forgot about Zeus. That's fine. Well, anyway, bad things are still in the middle here, so I'm about where I need to be. So I'm going to put bad thing neutralizer in the middle here. And now he needs to start stacking Gaffoe like a madman. Forces are kind of weird in that you're not fighting the current wave, you're fighting the future waves. So, like, because he's now Gaffoe stacking, he's going to deal with those. I'm going to deal with the zoo that's here. So that's where I think forces are kind of hard in a sense, because in order to be effective with them, you have to know what the next wave is with Gaffoe. So he'll just keep Gaffoe stacking, which is fine, because they'll just spawn in and take more damage. So, like, if he had used Raffoe there, even though it would have cleared the other wave quicker, technically, because Raffoe does more damage, because he is stacking, look how much he's doing in this room already. So this is where it gets a little tricky. I recommend you just Rabarda if you need to. I'm going to try to confuse them so they stay away from you. Again, it's a little hard to crowd control with just one person, but see how it goes. And then I guess this is fine for now. Yeah, shockingly, we actually didn't need to Gaffoe stack. That's like one of the few waves where we actually don't Gaffoe stack afterwards. Shockingly. It feels like it's every single wave you do it on, but there actually are waves where it's better just to do that. So he's stun locking the Gurtabulu for me, so I'm going to kill the Goron Detonator in response. I'm going to free him from his stunning duties. Now he can do whatever he wants. So this is where, like, Bringer's Rifle is super crucial as a force. You see how it's taking us, like, I don't know, 40, 50 attacks? It's like 12 attacks if the Bringer's Rifle's used. Downside is that cast can't really use it. Oh, I'm gonna show you my favorite room in the game as a cast. So I'm gonna request the force to just wait for a little bit. So I'm gonna explain the room, so that way we can talk about the room. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna walk through. At the halfway point in the room, I'm gonna put a confuse trap. They're gonna kill each other. Then it's gonna be Goron detonators against the far wall, and your goal is to find the dead center of the room and go slightly, like half a step below dead center of this room. I talk about it a lot on stream. I call it the perfect position. You will know you are in the perfect position because every spawn after those first 2 waves will be facing away from you and cannot hit you. Now, granted, we're only 2 people, so they probably will strike you since DPS isn't there. But it means the enemies have to step forward, they have to loop around and strike you. So your goal is to find the center of the room. You got a little bit of time for it. My goal is to kill the next 2 waves. So I'm going to show you my favorite room as a cast. I walk in, I go tee-hee, confuse trap, and then I walk away. And then this room basically solves itself. I don't really have to do too much else. Or unless they all just decide to ignore confuse, in which case, then that's a problem. That's unfortunate. I don't know why they ignored confuse. Unfortunate. Normally, they just melee each other. But on the plus side, that puts me in a good position for a freeze trap here, which is what I want to do here. Game, thank you. So he's going to start Gafoi stacking as soon as this wave is basically done. He's already debuffed them, so I'm not too worried here. Again, this is very awkward with 1 person, but that's fine. Let's see, did he get the good spot? Okay, so far so good, so he's just gonna keep stacking. I don't have to do anything. I'm just gonna regen some HP. So what'll happen? He's probably a little too far south. He might need to take a step forward. Yeah, I think he needs to take a step forward. So about where I am is where he needs to be. Okay. So loop what you can. Don't bother with the ground detonators. You can debuff them. But that's about it. The only thing you should do is debuff. That's the only thing that should interrupt your giveaways. Because otherwise they'll knock you down. Debuff, Gafoi, Gafoi, Gafoi. See how he's in the middle there? The Marissas aren't able to fight him. They have to waste time hopping around, and then they die to his Gafoi. So you can see where I was talking about where it's like the quote-unquote perfect position. Now the problem is that because he doesn't have a Fire Scepter, his stack Gafoi does less damage. So eventually he'll swap into Fire Scepter like full time. And see how the Pyrogoron's not facing him? That gives him the most time to keep casting. So now you have a little bit of a reprieve. Go ahead and ice him. The wave after this you can Gafoi, but the wave after that one you definitely need to Gafoi. We're basically coming up to just regular Gorons and Zeus. If you want to Gafoi, it's okay. It's fine. Or if you just want to raw Foi, it's also fine. Just make sure when we're done with this wave, you Gafoi, that's all. Because eventually it'll be Goron Detonator back in the perfect center spot that we talked about before. And then there'll be 4 Satellite Lizards. So he's going to start using his Gafoi now. I'm going to protect him the best I can. Rid of those. So see that? Like, they do that, and then I freeze him solid. So he could just kill the Satellite Lizards while I just troll the Goron Detonator. So that's what you're supposed to do as a hunter. It's hard to do with just one other person, but the goal whenever you play this mission as a hunter or a ranger is called Keep the Force Safe. They are spamming Gafoi, so you don't have to deal with the more annoying enemies in this run. Okay, and then this is kind of whatever. You can do whatever you want to kill Gerdabulu. So typically speaking, keep Summer safe, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Grants is not bad for damage here. So you can see with like good timing, you could just make them constantly do this over and over. The Gerdabulu are pretty easy to handle when it's just one of them. It's just when there's like 3+, that's when the problems occur. I'm gonna give him some Tri-Fluids, because I'm sure he's low. I'll give him 2. Alright, so here... Yeah, Magical Piece is super huge. Magical Piece will help you hit certain thresholds, so you kill Marissas sooner, so they're less likely to hit you, and when enemies spawn in, they take more damage. I love Magical Piece in here. As much as I like Cycle Wands, after having tried it, Magical Piece is still supreme here. So here's the deal. Where Emboss is kind of unique for forces, I'll just explain briefly here. So, your goal, I would say 95% of the time as a force, you go to the right. The reason I recommend going to the right and splitting a little from the party is that there's usually 2 colored spinners, one really close to the center and one a little to like, we'll say like the 2 o'clock position from beyond the center of the room. Both of those are usually foeable. Now, granted, weakness can change, so just be aware that it's very annoying, but every boss here has a different weakness. Rotate through if you're not sure what works. but know that every single boss other than Chamberlain requires you to Rebarda. So when they're at the edge of the arena, how we normally have to kill the cores, you have to Rebarda that. This one, it could change. Sometimes it's fire, sometimes it's lightning, and then you hit the spinner and it's fire, and then it's lightning with the other one. I've learned to just not care as the Force and let other people do it, to be honest with you, because I just find it very annoying. So I should be able to help with the Disca, but you're probably going to have to help with the final point. So if you're looking to gear up for this boss fight, my recommendation is Rebarda Merge, Cycle Wand, show the correct weakness on Monster Raider, absolutely. It can be a little confusing because it does swap, so just be aware that it swaps between spinners, it's in the middle of the arena, and it's on the outside of the arena. So just be aware. They'll let you go to the right here. I'm gonna go left, because I normally go right, so we'll showcase it a little differently here. We really got rail boss, seriously? Okay, whatever. So anyway, almost immediately to his right should be one of the targetables, and he could technically Refoe, but Foe's usually preferred here. I'm gonna come over here. Oh, I see a red one. That's exactly what I want to see. Body block. Red is ideal because it pauses them the longest. I managed to get a good one there. So it's really risky for me to clear the boss, so usually hunters remain in the middle of the room. I sadly don't have a Rainbow Baton, even though I own one. I should have brought one here. That's a player failure. I'm gonna try to kill it with just this. See what happens. So I'm gonna wait in the middle of the room. So my recommendation when you go into the room, you have to hug the right wall. And if you get really good timing restas, you can technically resta right before you get lasered and you can dodge it. But otherwise, we'll pay attention to the area map and see if we have any comments. Yeah, like that'll dodge any tornado attack. So you can see he's doing tornado, so he's immune. So he has to be centered pretty much with the boss, and then Rebarda. So this is usually why, if you see my characters with Congeal Cloak or Rebarda Merge, it's actually specifically just to kill Conjure faster. Like 9 times out of 10. Now, the other 1 out of 10, if chat is curious, is so I don't die to ice attacks on TTF. The other secret power of Congeal Cloak, you stop dying to ice spam from falls. So anyway, he's basically just gonna alternate between Resta and Rebarda. And as long as he stays roughly centered, it should be good. Unfortunately, Conjure has the most health, so this is probably the most trolly thing that could happen to him as a first-time Force. If for whatever reason he does build up Photon Blast, if I hear it, I will join in and power him up so he can nuke it. Dolphin is surprisingly really good against Conjure. So if he Dolphins, I'll just Twins, but it'll be based off his audio cue, if he does it or not. So he may or may not have meter. So I'm just walking around to not get hit by spinners. Sorry if it looks like I'm doing random stuff, because I am trying not to die to spinner. But anyway, he's just gonna face tank it for a while. If we had Pew Pew Laser is definitely preferred to Force, but it's definitely better for Force to do it over Hunter, because it getting really uneven is really garbage. It's gonna waste too much time. Alright, so he might be able to donate when I go to Dolphin. As long as this actually evenly kills, we should be fine. He's only off by 1, so he could always grants. So if he pops all of them but 1, he could grants and it should save it. Like here, it doesn't matter. If he does that in grants, he should be good. Yeah, he got it. So I waited for the boss to basically surface, but this should do a lot of damage. Just so chat can see the difference. Yeah. Goodbye. So you don't need to be a high-level hunter to kill that. If anybody donates at all, it's pretty free, to be honest. As you saw, I only needed to do 400 damage. You don't need to be max ATP to contribute there. Anyway, good job, Retract. A lot to take in. Forces have they have to think in the future, as I like to say. They're fighting the ghosts of the future. With them, it's like for Hunters and casts, they're mostly fighting the current wave. Rewarded for learning, nice. Got the Centurion, sweet. I'm gonna get some items to sell. Here we go. You also get MA4 tickets, which is nice. Oh, love retract twitching on the wall. That's how you know he lagged. Game's thinking about it. He teleported into the future, I saw it. So yeah, basically the learning curve with them is just learning how often you can get away with Gafoe spam, and then just maximizing how much you can Gafoe spam in a quest. I cannot understate how overpowered Gafoe spam is in episode 4. It is to the point where if he stacks all of his stuff perfectly, like you know, Gafoe Merge plus Magical Piece plus Zephonumen, sometimes Ignition Cloak, that'll result in like 5 to 6 casts total needed to kill Marissa's. Especially in single player, it's like a very low amount. It's kind of wild. So often the Marissa's will spawn with less than 1,000 HP, meaning that he could usually kill them in 1 to 2 Gafoes from there, depending on how much they have. And given that they take time to hop around, being in that perfect position, like I was talking about in that final room, means they just die. Honestly, I don't usually... Oh, you're Slicer Fanatic. For some reason, I thought you were saying Sulfurino. For some reason, when I saw that, I was like, why does he need Sulfurino? Who is he buffing? I don't understand. I never used that weapon, but now it makes sense. But yeah, Slicer's really good. Trigger's Rifle's still pretty good. Either or is pretty strong. Technically, I could loan you. Demon Mech Gun also works. Do whatever you want. Okay, so we'll do that again. But this time we'll have assistance with the third-party member, which will be a bit easier. Rangers generally with any kind of spread needle or S rank control the Dwarfon a bit easier. And they can also get away with potentially mass paralyzing the underground, which is risky because they can teleport and then become untargetable. But if you get used to it, like you set up a freeze trap or something first, it's not too bad. We'll get started there. We'll do a couple more of these. Go down announcing King in the chat. Yeah, so my goal as a hunter, I basically just want to kill as many Astarks and Zeus as possible. Yeah, as just all tabbed. Oh, yeah, I'm sure Retract's all. There are just so many rooms where the solution is just keep Gafoing. And it's weird because like your gut instinct, and especially as like a hunter ranger, is like, wait, I'm fighting Goron Detonator, I must use lightning. But it's like, no, you don't understand. The wave after that is the one that is gonna waste so much time if we don't have it. It's like, I'd rather lose a second on the Goron Detonators or 2 versus like 5 on the Satellite Lizards. Those are so painful if they're not stacked on. Yeah, nice Centurion ability. You have to think about all the waves that don't matter as my raw cast. Yeah. So yeah, so that's my general tip to people. It's Operation Protect the Force in episode 4. I think HuCaseal's pretty strong here in terms of CC. So if we were running like 2 Force, which honestly is this up before, 4 Force episode 4 is totally acceptable. But if we were running like 1 to 2 Forces, I definitely would bring HuCaseal. Maybe like HuCaseal, HuCaseal for total control. You can technically do something like 1 HuCast, 2 HuCast Ramar or something, if you just want to go into Insano world levels of high level gear. But most people don't run that. Yeah, like you don't need to swap the Rabarda merge to ice things as much in the mid run, but man, does it save a lot of time on the boss. I mean, you're literally doing 30% more, if not like 60% with like cycle 1 and stuff like that. So boss takes forever without the buffs. You really feel it if you don't have it. So now you'll understand why I run the Congeal Cloak, Psycho 1, Ice Scepter. I'm like, listen, I know how long that boss takes without being buffed. But you don't need it for like 90% of the run at least. So yeah, so your goal retract, I would say, just kind of debuff. The initial waves, like here, for example, you don't want a Gafoi stack because it's going to spook them. Yeah, Rafoi's fine. And again, you'll gauge based off how much ATP is here, whether it's worth soloring. Because it's not worth soloring if you're playing with like 2 Pew Pew Laser Rangers, for example. So you'll adjust your buffs based off the party. Nicely done with the spread needle. Makes my life easy because I could just Disca. So he'll start Gafoi stacking. Oh, I got lasered. That is really unfortunate. Gafoi stack. There we go. That'll also stop the Rappies from running. The other hidden benefit. There we go. 52 found a Barda level 30. Nice. Then it'll be Babudas, which will kill. Don't worry about this wave. You just brain off. You just keep Gafoi stacking. Because after that, it's the Satellite Lizards. And then after that, it's Dorfon. Both of which get destroyed by your Gafoi stacking. Yeah, look at the difference. See how you put them at 21? That is the difference of the magical piece. Isn't that wild? How much faster that was? You see what I mean? Like, night and day difference, how much better that was. Magical piece, super, super worth it for episode 4. Other areas, not so much, but episode 4, Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, like, near insta-death. It's like, that's fair. The Confuse drop down, why not? So yeah, you'll just start nuking things. And just imagine, too, like, if you're already doing this much damage while stacking, imagine in single player when they have half the HP, how much easier it is to just kill them all with Gafoi stacks. And that's why Stupidity, like, low-level episode 4, like, very hard mode episode 4 is hilarious for Ponyman. It's like, oh yes, everything's weakness is actually Gafoi. You just haven't been taught yet. So he'll keep stacking Gafoi for the next couple of waves. Because it'll be same Satellite Lizards again. I'll kill the zoos that are over here. By the time the other ones are done, should be good. I can even take advantage of the fact his Gafoi stack is going to hit the other zoo. It's kind of funny. Okay. Just be careful, the Dorfons are going to come from your side. Be aware. So if there's a lot of Gafoi out, it will keep them split, which is a bit unfortunate. But that's okay. Plus one can clean this up. Yeah, the other scary thing about Gafoi is that if you do stop the Dorfons from clumping, it can lead to bad things. In this scenario, it doesn't matter because we have a HuCaseal and I'm here, so if we saw it was getting out of control, we could shut it down. But just be aware if other people don't have like the V5s, they get a little crazy there. Yeah, this is probably the hardest room to do, I would say, correctly is the first. Because it likes to alternate between Astartes and things that are weak to fire. So it's very easy to get hung up on trying to damage the Astarte, and you lose a lot of time dealing damage to them. Nice. Or perfect, so keeps Gafoi stacking. There we go. So we'll try to keep the zoo off of you, so that way you don't get lasered. I've had that happen way too many times where nobody protects me from that. I feel so sad. Like, please just hit the zoo once. But otherwise, yeah, you're going to clean it up. So just be aware after this is going to be Astartes, so do whatever you want. And then when we get to the Babuda wave, towards the end of the Babuda wave, start Gafoi stacking again. So again, some of it will be personal call, because you have to see how quickly your team is able to deal with these enemies. I'm going to throw down some confuse traps. That way we have some breather room for some of these enemies. Now I would start Gappo stacking. These guys up. Off you. Freeze trap. I got excited. I thought it was something useful. Whatever. Yeah, we'll kill the zoo. You're gonna kill the Yowies. And it's gonna be Dorphon. Which, funny enough, because you've done so much Gappo stacking, I actually could just straight up kill the other Dorphon. That's also the difference when you have magical piece stacking. Like, the fact that I could just combo kill that without paralysis shows, like, how... When your party becomes more optimized, you don't need to rely on paralysis as much. But yeah, I will... in case you are not aware, Gappo made a big difference. I think you did almost 2,000 extra to the Dorphon, which is a lot less than I have to do to kill Dorphon. Do this to keep you safe. Yeah, you generally don't want to freeze trap the satellite lizards, but because confuse trap will make them all face inwards, it's actually kind of nice. I'm gonna choose the face tank here since they've been mostly debuffed. He's gonna keep stacking, and that's fine. Yeah, you can see the difference. I'm freezing, the paralysis is there, so much better. There we go. I'm not gonna worry about anything over there. We're gonna make sure the zoo dies. If needed, I will face tank for the force. I would rather body block because that way it doesn't interrupt the Gappoes. So I'm kind of standing in a way to make sure I take the heat. Trevor Tract is noticing this is going much smoother. The difference of just a little tiny bit more DPS. And also magical piece. There we go. Nicely done. Throw another confuse trap down. Again, his stacks are about to delete all those satellite lizards. By the time I deal with the zoo, satellite lizards are almost dead. Which is why I don't feel like it's always necessary to bring melee weapons here. If you have a really strong force, you really don't care. The other thing too is because I know the purple ones are going to take more damage from Gappo, we'll just naturally target those last as well. So we're all going to retreat. Okay, hopefully we all group up. There we go. Nice paralysis here. There we go. Oh, I got invincibility. It's even more convenient. Hey, chat, we'll take that all day. Listen, we are not going to complain about mag invincibility proccing. Like, okay. Some of those. Yeah, not bad. So again, the trick is, like, in the next area as a reminder, you want to get somewhat close to the Gorons and then just move as a little past the halfway point of the room so you're deep in the room versus shallow in the room. I think I might have made it confusing before, but... So, like, we'll help you with the first wave, because this is hard for you to deal with as a force, because you're not set up. Then after that, you need to be in a good position. Yeah, there you go. Oh, the freeze and the paralysis? Oh, that's brutal. That is GG to these enemies. So he's just gonna go stack out of his mind. We'll try to protect him. The last one's pretty good at interrupting there, so I can lock down like a single target pretty easy. But the second player there, already going so much smoother. Again, I'm not even gonna bother doing anything. What I am gonna do though is I'm gonna put a freeze trap over here. That way when the next wave comes in, they just get bodied instantly. Yeah. I don't know where the other Power Goron is. Paralyzed somewhere. There it is. So he'll keep stacking, because we know the Marissas are next. I've learned to fear when I see the zoos, because I'm like, wow, the zoos are really annoying to kill with fireball. And I'm like, wait, it's a trap. They don't want you to Gafoe stack, but you should Gafoe stack. There we go. Believe in the Gafoe stack. So much faster in terms of clear speed. I'm going to stay near the Rappies. Hopefully they don't get spooked. Oh, I got spooked. That's the only thing you need to remember if you're doing an event, that you should probably be close to those Rappies. I forget sometimes. It happens to everybody. But anyway, keep Gafoe stacking for now. Yeah, look at that. They got half health. I'll bonk them, I guess. So much smoother. I'm gonna kill the Marissas, because my single target damage is pretty good. Reapply paralysis. Nice demons. Yeah, see, what a time save a Slicer Fanatic. Yeah, thank you. That was like easily, I kid you not, that was like easily 30 seconds off the run. Because we got the demon. Okay, just remember Rabarda. Oh, you're waiting too long. You can do it early. Rabarda has a big reach. Okay, too late. It's too late. You can interrupt their dive bomb with it. Get ready to get in the middle of the room. Don't Gafoe, you need to Goron Detonator. Goron Detonator. So because there's two trap users, I'm just going to take care of the upper right. I could technically put a freeze trap in the bottom left and also freeze the upper right if it's just me. But it's fine. Anyway, he's going to go back to Gafoe stacking because we know there's Marissas in the middle of the room. So as long as he starts Gafoe stacking here, we should be good. Put a little confused trap to slow them down a little. There we go. Yeah, the big trick is learning like where the Goron Detonators are and where the Marissas are. If you can learn that in a run, you're already off to a good start. Oops, I forgot to shoot my trap. Oh well, I recovered. Bye, Goron Detonator. Yeah, so Hunter Ranger, I should really be trapping over there. So that's on my bad when I don't trap. That's fully on me. Let me kill the zoo. I'm gonna believe in this stack of Bowie just to delete this room. Goodbye, stack of Bowie. Or satellite lizards. I'm just gonna watch. I'm just gonna choose not to participate. And it'll keep stacking. And look at the Rappy damage. Look at the Rappy damage. Oh my gosh, they got massacred. The Great Rappy Massacre. Poor Rappies. Just actually getting destroyed out here. Alright, now you can do whatever you want. I'm just gonna take care of the zoos. But you guys should be good. A 0 defense Gratia. Rip. I mean, I might as well just junk it. But oh yeah. It's gonna go from like a 30-minute run to like 24 minutes. Not even exaggeration, it's going pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna move to the other side of the room. I don't need to do anything else. I'll confuse trap. So my goal is to make sure my freeze traps are kind of lined up. I'm gonna wait for them to get a little more injured. So I'm gonna put a freeze trap down now. And a freeze trap down here. And hopefully this is good enough. Hopefully. Oh, I got all three. There you go. Mission accomplished. After that, it's not on me. I froze all three. Right? Just, you can't ask me to do more. I locked them all down. Okay, there we go. So he's gonna keep stacking. So we know that the middle wave is not really gonna respond to his stack very well, but we still take advantage of the fact that he is stacking for the next wave. I'm gonna put a freeze trap down. Didn't shoot my freeze trap, that's on my bad. They didn't teleport, so it didn't matter. Nice paralysis. Love the follow-up. So now that all that Gafoe's out there, they're about to melt. The zoo can be a bit awkward to hit when Gafoe stacking occurs. That's something I gotta learn how to deal with. Now I understand their pain when I Gafoe stack so early. Oh, speaking of getting melted early. Goodbye, Marissas. Yeah, game over is appropriate. I agree, Dynasty Warriors music. It's providing commentary. So yeah, he's just able to stack more or less freely. Just absolute massacre going on. Kill the Zoo. Kill the Goron. There we go. So the Force will generally help with the Girdabulu. Hunters will help take care of the Goron Detonator. Unless it teleports. Then I have no idea where it goes. There we go. Goodbye, Girdabulu. Okay, I'm gonna go do my favorite room in the game as the Hunter. Ready, chat? Woo! Bye. Okay, that time they're doing what they're supposed to do. There we go. That's what they were supposed to do last time. I think I ran too far away, so it made them aggressive. I'm gonna put a freeze trap down here and another freeze trap down here to shut down the next wave. Oh, ooh, nobody shot my traps. That sucks. That actually sucks. Note to self. Rip the traps. You, get you. We'll see if he's in a good position or not. And you'll know if you're too far up or down based off of where you are relative to the Goron detonators. If you're wedged between them, you're probably in the right spot. If you're in front of them, you're too far forward. If you're behind them, you might want to get a little closer. So we'll witness together. Did Retract find the right spot? Pretty close. Pretty close. Oh, Rappy said no to me. There we go, good spot. I don't know why I'm saving freeze traps. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me just do this. I'm like, I got 4 left and I only have like 1 other wave I actually genuinely want it used on. Yeah, it's so much easier when I have more resistance. I can feel the CC difference, because last time I needed to reset traps. This time I didn't need to at all. Getting just actually massacred out here. Kapoe stacking is real. Okay, last wave I actually care about freeze trap. Goodbye. Good job. So yeah, we're getting there almost like a solid 7 minutes earlier, by the way. If you want to gauge how much more effective this run was. 3-player plus demon equal OP. We weren't here until I think the 23 or the 24 minute mark last time. This should go pretty fast. So again, I'll deviate to the left, I'll let the force go right. Yeah, it's important when we do this boss to spread apart a little bit, which we did this time, so I'm not saying nobody did that or anything. But the reason you want to do it is that... Oh, never mind. Somebody was too close to me. I was going to say, if you're too close to another player, that happens. Rip, never mind. Comment rescinded. I got bodied. Unfortunately, I only see yellows. Are there only yellows? Are there no reds? I don't really want to hit a yellow, but I might not have a choice. I think I'm gonna shoot whatever I can at this point. Really? There we go. This one's gonna be kind of tight. I don't know if I can do this one. The Ranger, it's gonna help. Me by myself, no way. There we go. I am shocked I didn't die, but we'll take it. I'm sitting at 11 HP, chat. Just a little low on HP. If the Ranger has Cannon Rouge, you could technically assist, because Cannon Rouge hits evenly. Otherwise, if it's Laser O'Clock, you could always Laser O'Clock, even as a HuCaseal. Oh, okay. Oh well, I was gonna say, I could have loaned if I knew you didn't have it, but that's fine. I should have asked before the run. I'll blame you on that one. Oh, I don't know where Showdown's going. The boss is always in the top right. I'm gonna wait in the bottom right. But I'm sure already Retract is feeling the damage difference of Rabarda. Yeah, this is where, like, Rabarda Verge saves a lot of time, because you're going to be casting, like, 15, 18 to kill, so even reducing by, like, 3 or 4 is cutting out a lot in the cycle. Anyway, I'm going to dance in circles until the boss is ready. Oh, see Chonown coming to the boss. Just be careful, Chonown, because I don't want you to desync it. Be very, very careful, because if you pop it out of order, that will make bad things happen. Bad things are happening. No, I don't know what happens. Did Chonown shoot it or something? Because that is that's like almost 1,000 plus damage difference. Ooh, yeah, you might have to Photon Blast to fix that. That's really, really far off. I don't think you can fix it any other way. I'm gonna donate. Yeah, when it gets that desynced, you have to Photon Blast, because I don't think you could save it. And if you don't do that, it literally takes like many minutes. Okay, that's fine. We can fix it. Oh, wait, can you grant it? Oh, if not, it's not the end of the world. Okay. If you can't grant it, it's not the end of the world. I'll just take this damage. It's just unfortunate. Ouch. Yeah. So unfortunately, okay. So I want both of you to go to the bottom right. I'm gonna go deal with this boss. Think of the middle of the room as like a giant clock. Go to the 5 o'clock position. I am so shocked I got through that up to that point. That was an insane number of things it was trying to do to block me. Get out of here. Takes damage. Alright, so now it should be coming to the 5 o'clock position. So it should be coming to the team any second now. We'll track it in the area map. There we go. No matter what side the core is on, somebody should be able to hit it. Ooh, that was almost lethal. There we go. It's okay. I live with 19 health. That's all that matters. Yeah, I didn't want team trying to weave through. The middle room is one of the worst rooms. As you saw, it was like crisscrossing tornadoes and all those other stuff. Next time I won't throw so hard. No worries, it happens. I mean, that's what Photon Blast is for. I'm telling you right now, it is the great boss fixer. But yeah, Cannon Rouge is super good in that fight. And then the other ones are good. Yeah, that's why I wasn't super worried. Oh, you got a Heavenly? Nice. I don't want that Tri-Grinder. Need a Witch. Does this grind at all? It's been so long since I've used one. It does, okay. Just have it in storage, no worries. We'll have to do one more. And then that'll probably be it for PSO. I'll take a small break and then we'll go into Rogue Galaxy. Depending on how long this takes, I could do this into 1 TTF, and then that is the hard limit for me. These away, don't need these. Sure, let's grind the Josiah up a bit. I love all the peaceful music we're getting. So you can tell we're in the last half of the soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, I would look at it this way overall, Chonown. Between you and Retract upgrading the weapons, almost 8 minutes of time save. I can't get mad at that. It was 8 less minutes compared to the 2-player run. So I'm like, I'm good with that. Just like, listen, it is so much better to have another person there. So you did a lot of work paralyzing the big groups. So I'm like, I don't want to undersell it or undercut it. You made it a lot easier. Anyway, let's go ahead and move to the next one. Oops, let's not do episode 1. Here we go. What do we do in terms of soundtrack? Only about 10 minutes left. That's fine. We got another soundtrack lined up. What's a 45 hitter? Oh, that would explain some things. That's a nasty needle, as we'd like to say. Yeah, that's much better than mine. I think my highest is like 25 or something. Maybe not even, might even be just 20. I did get a stronger one recently, so maybe it's a little different now, but 45 is super good. There we go. So how does it feel, Retract? Are you seeing into the future, like when I have to play Force in episode 4? Do you see where I'm starting to count, like where the big thing if you're trying to learn episode 4 are where the Marissa's at? What Rouge percentage should I get? That's a great question, and I wish I could answer you off the top of my head. Give me 1 second. My answer to you is dark. Even at alt 0-1 is fine. Honestly, it's like you're basically throwing in a free Rabarda. So anything to make those 18 casts to kill the boss go down to like 12 or whatever is fine. They were left at 20 HP when stacking. Yeah, see? Retract's starting to see what happens when you truly optimize. Faux Newman kind of gross, right? So just like, wait a minute. You're like, wait, I go from they're at half health to 0? How is that fair? Yeah. So Ignition Cloak is useful for that. Yeah. There we go. See, next time you go to play with your friends, Retract, you go, listen, I've seen the future. I understand. I need to be fighting 3 waves into the future. Where are the Marissas? I must nuke them. I'm like, basically, the checklist, if you ever want to kind of go back through a quest, is go, where are the Satellite Lizard waves? Where are the Marissa waves? Those are the ones you definitely need to Gafoi stack. And just make sure I see you have the Rabarda merge on. If you want to swap it, you got a little bit of time. I know I forget to swap all the time after the boss. Yeah, there we go. Is eventually you'll go, why am I not killing things? And then you go, oh. You'll have that moment later. You're like, oops. Goodbye, Rappies. Oh, I got bonked. Really? And I think that ate my skip doll. That is so sad. He tossed a fireball at me for clarity, which is really hard to see when there's that many targets. So sad. Wait, let's take care of the zoos. Okay, normally I was gonna stop the stream when the soundtrack paused, but I'm willing to go a bit further. We've got 5 minutes left in the soundtrack, actually. Uh-oh, they're glitching out on my screen. Uh-oh, do we have like frame 1 paralysis? I can't target them. Oh, they are so glitched out on my screen. Okay, that's unfortunate. Yeah, one thing just to be aware of is that sometimes if you perfect frame hit them, it's actually bad. You see that mostly in episode 2, but it can happen in episode 4, like what we saw there, where none of the enemies were targetable to me. I legit couldn't do anything. They were just getting looped over and over. Oh, episode 4. Why do you have episode 2, Jang? Yeah, I could disc these, but it's fine. So he'll start using Gafoi on this, not this wave, on Astark wave. Thought about it. He's like, he'll just debuff these. Yeah, you'll learn to fear the Babutas. Those things are so awful when you're at force. Because they stop you from Gafoi stacking and they combo kill you. It's kind of outrageous monsters, to be honest with you. Okay, you're dead. You're dead. Operation Protect the Force is a go. Kill the Zeus. My Zeus. Uh-oh, I see Pew Pew Laser. Hello, Pew Pew Laser. It doesn't do a lot of damage as HuCaseal, but it is funny to see. Those not aware, the Heaven Striker Pew Pew Laser scales off at MST, which the cast do not have. It is somewhat situationally useful for them on like TTF spinners, because it will one-shot them. There we go. Nice. Gareth then says, Dynasty War music is goated. Nice. Glad you enjoyed the Dynasty Warrior soundtrack. We're at the tail end of 4 currently. Oops. My bad. Gun is sometimes not aiming upwards. That's awkward. It goes too close. I don't have Dynasty Warriors 5 loaded up, so we'll probably do a little bit of Orochi soundtrack. Which is technically still Dynasty Warriors, but also Samurai Warriors. Go through there. A little sad we haven't seen any Cannon Rouges yet. Out of here, Babudas. Yeah, so I can see them living at 21 health. It's so sad when that happens. This is also where like even like 2 low-level forces are just like godlike. Just think of it this way, Retract. You wouldn't need the Ignition Cloak if you had like literally any other force support. Like just one fireball from anybody would kill. Like even a Ramar Gafoi would kill. You could do the disrespect kill. Take a Tri-Fluid there. PP laser for Satellite Lizard is actually not a bad idea. I respect that. I don't like it on anything other than that, but that's fine for HuCaseal. Nicely done. Astark. You know, despite having like pretty good Disca drop rates, I haven't seen any so far on this run. From the multiple attempts that we did. I'm a little disappointed. Like, obviously the dream is Cannon Rouge, but like, not even a Disca, really? 4 times more likely to appear. Oh well. Just shoot. I was gonna say, I'm gonna shoot the zoo before it shoots that. Heaven Striker the zoo? Oh, I don't recommend that at all. Nah, unless it's like the auto aim shot. Yeah, you do so much more damage just Vulcaning them. It's like night and day, because the difference between doing like 400 and doing like 1,600, just outright killing them. 2 defense isn't very high, so they're very likely to get mowed down by you. Like even my last Swan just absolutely dumpsters them. To back up slightly. Fine. I'm gonna put a freeze trap down, buy some time. Yeah, but you shouldn't... I'll put it this way, if you ever need to actually pew-pew laser to hit the zoo, you're in the wrong position. I will state that in this quest, there is at no point where I feel like the satellite lizards block you. This quest is actually pretty... Ooh, Cannon Rouge. This quest is actually pretty good at putting zoos in a way that they aren't blocked. Just if you're on the outside of the spawn, that'll happen. So if you ever find yourself in that position, just realize that it means you need to move. There we go. Move over here. Nice demons. Also time save. There we go. Good job, team. Nice paralysis, nice demons. Yeah, you'll notice, like, they like to put a zoo and then 3 satellite lizards on one side and then 3 on the other. But that means, like, vertically, up and down, 3 shot on the zoo. Where a lot of these zoos are by themselves. Like, these zoos, for example, don't even have another wave with them. Oh, there we go. Those guys... Come on, Disca. I believe in you. 1 Disca? Doesn't even have to have hit percentage. Just want to see that it drops. Brutal. Yeah, like here it's okay to PP laser. Then behind us, I'm going to put down a freeze trap. Will they do anything? Or Last Swan will whiff. Thanks, Last Swan. Appreciate you, Last Swan. 10 out of 10. Never change. Fires 3 bullets. 0 of them hit the trap. So sad. These, goodbye zoo. So now with the, we're gonna see the power of the Gafoe stack again. So he's just been prepping the Gafoe this whole time. Watch the damage on this Verissa. Is actually dead. Goodbye. It's gonna hop up. Already dead. I don't have to do anything. My goal is to mostly shoot the ones that are furthest from him. They're gonna take a while. So they'll live the longest against the constant Gafoe flood. There we go. Nice mow down. Here's like where I could, in theory, interfere. I see that there's something near me. I could just real quick. Some melee. Otherwise, I usually just ignore it. Ah, that Garderbulu also just got massacred. Good job, team. So just remember for the zoos, you did the little wiggle woggle, and then you want to Rabarda them. You can Rabarda from deceptively far away and still catch them. So don't wait till they get super close. You could probably still land it. It hits way further than you think it should. Do it. Yeah, there you go. And just keep Rabardaing them. There you go. Oh, nope, you stopped Rabardaing. Oops. Rip. No. Don't go Gafoe stack here. Nope. I debuff this upcoming wave. I'm going to freeze trap the bottom left, I think. Ouch. So now he's gonna start Gafoe. Oh, he's not Gafoe stacking. Oops, he forgot. Rip. Good luck. Good luck. You're in the death arena with no Gafoes. Good luck. Yeah, that room you just gotta learn a little bit. And now if you stack for the rest, you should be fine. Unfortunately, I was not in position to freeze there. So just be aware that if you're the person that goes on the upper right, normally, like near this door, you're also the person that's expected to kill the Ground Detonator. So I managed to freeze them, so it wasn't too bad, but just be aware. Because other people on the bottom left will not be able to reach that in time. Get rid of that. That. At least not normally, anyway. Let's do this. Zoo. Why are you so untargetable? There we go. Jeez, I had to like completely touch that wall to kill them. What a silliness. Don't need a Gafoe. Let them stack. Enjoy the stacks. I could technically throw fire traps out if I want to. Here's an example. Remember how he's saying he's missing the fire damage by just a little bit? Well, I'm just gonna use fire trap. So it does 112 damage. So like I could technically help him combo kill with Gafoe if I time it well. It's very dumb, but like in theory, A HuCaseal fire trap or a HuCaseal fire trap would kill. In those scenarios, we see them live with 50 HP. Maybe that'll be my adjustment specifically for this party comp. Just throw a fire trap randomly while walking around. Alright, while they deal with the rampies up there, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a confuse trap down. I'm gonna mash the fire trap button. Here, put a freeze trap here, put another freeze trap here. Oh, the other one teleported. It's close. Yeah, this is probably the only wave where it's not... this is probably the only wave you shouldn't Gavoe stack it. It's for future reference. Because the only time you want to Gavoe stack in this room is after the zoo. So there'll be some Goron detonators. Now is when you would want to start Gavoe stacking, because you'll debuff them, and then you'll go straight to Gavoe stacking. So as I said before, it's kind of like, you gotta learn the nuance with it, and it'll go way quicker. I would rather you Gavoe stack when you don't need to than not Gavoe stack at all, so that's a forgivable thing. I feel like, you know what? It's fine. You're preparing for 4 waves in the future. But yeah, if you want to optimize it a bit, trim it down. Yeah, because the reason you want the fireballs for this wave. So eventually you'll just learn by doing the run like 5-6 times. You'll go, okay, where's the Marissa wave? Okay, what is before the Marissa wave? Okay, what is the wave before the Marissa wave? So we have an idea of like, should I kill that wave with fire into fire, or should I only do fire on the wave before the Marissa wave? And those are the kind of questions you'll ask if you get very bored. And having done this like a million times with Force, I'm like, I've answered all those questions for myself. I'm good. I don't think there's too much I can learn with this quest, unless I'm doing it as like Darkflow Hunter, in which case it requires me relearning the whole quest, which is not a bad thing, but I just gotta... I don't really want to do it with just 3 people, because that's kind of an unusual scenario. But if we do a 4-person party, I'd be willing to try Darkflow in this quest, because Darkflow would insta-kill all the zoos. It would do pretty good damage against Dorphon, but it would also kill Goron Detonator. Let's see if we can do it right this time. So, Happy Trap. There we go. Yeah, one guy teleporting to me is fine. That's fine. I'll put a freeze trap down here, and a freeze trap down here. Good freeze. That buys time for the rest of the party to paralysis or Zalor or whatever. And let the stacking commence. The endless stacking. So let's see how good the position was on Retract. We'll judge in real time based off of where the Goron Detonator is. Because that's how I know if I have the spot. I can't tell, like, before that point. Ooh, that actually looks like the perfect spot. Good job, Retract. I'll try to keep him off you. That way you don't get hit out of the perfect spot. You'll know if you're in the perfect spot because when you go to Gavoe, the other Rappies actually won't retreat from you. If you're perfectly centered, you'll actually stop both sides from spooking. If you're too far to one side, all of them will spook, and that really sucks. Pretty good freeze. So that's also why we go in the center there. It's useful to stop like batches and stuff from fleeing, or in this case, event eggs. I always like to put a freeze trap like really close to the Force, because inevitably they'll try to teleport on them. That'll buy the Force more time. As you can see, the Force is just duking everything. Like, what could they do? And then it's like, oh no, Goron Detonator, whatever will we, and they just freeze them. Like, there's just absolutely nothing this Goron Detonator can do. As long as you know it's there, this is just like one of the easiest skills in the game. It's like, oh no, the enemy spawns with its back turned, whatever shall we do? GG. So I managed to use all my freeze traps, so I would consider that a success. Yeah, the other thing I would kind of gauge is if at any point as like a ranger or a hunter, you still have freeze traps, that means you could have freeze trapped something in probably episode 4 room. It's not always true with all quests, but with episode 4, there are so many things you can freeze trap. There's so many. So I'm out, so I don't think I could have done that differently. Just one, that's pretty good. Pretty good. That's where you want to be. Especially if you don't run this quest often, that's really good to be at. Yeah, that's my indicator. I don't want to be like at 0 traps the whole run. I should be at 0 when I literally don't need it anymore. Another only yellow? Really? Oh, there's a red. Seriously. There we go. Okay. So what can happen is the Force... As the Force, if you debuff this, you can just walk away. The Ranger and the Hunter can get this. You can actually just start walking to where the next thing is. It'll save you some time later. I've learned in 4-player parties, I don't even bother as a Force to go after that. Yeah, so those like 6 seconds you started walking forward are 6 seconds you reach that boss sooner. Because like, it's fine. So I'll just wait down here. I'll let Chonown, since they have a Cannon Rouge, they could go ahead and fight the boss. So the thing to remember, just do normal attacks unless you have really high hit percentage with Cannon Rouge. So you could go help now. Cannon Rouge hits evenly, so as long as you hit the boss in general, it'll always hit. Fun fact. So make sure to go to the upper right Chonown, since it'll always be in the upper right at the start. Ooh, I gotta dodge that. So it's important to not use a heavy attack unless your accuracy is good enough, because that will cause it to whiff. But funny enough, normal attack will just do even damage consistently across the boss. I mean, I think sometimes crit can be a bit weird with it, but it's not as common, I'll put it that way. So any kind of normal shots will speed it up significantly. Looks like the fight's almost over. The two of them should be able to do that. Yeah, Grants will fix that. Oh, Chonown. There we go, good fix. Yeah, it's just down to me. Ooh, it might have reeled back. Oh, I did it too slow. I don't know if that'll hit. I mean, Dolphin is really big hitbox, but this boss is kind of jank. Oh no, I still got it. Yeah, my recommendation if you're gonna pop it, wait until after the laser attack. So you'll recognize if it's within like 500, you don't mess with it. Like you'll just have that internal conversation that you're gonna wait. And then you'll be fine. No damage. Oh, there we go. We got the wiggle hair on Twitchbot briefly. And hey, that was 2 minutes faster. Congratulations, team. So you saved 10 minutes from the other run. The power of demons. There you go, Retract. Did you feel the power of Gafoe? Do you understand why Fo Newman doesn't care about episode 4? 80% of the run is Gafoe. Just believe. It's so true, though. It's like strategic Gafoe. We got enough time to do a TTF as a reward. Do a couple of these. First time full of the Slicer Fanatic. Nice. I mean, it absolutely destroys Gurdabulu. Even without hit percentage, it's kind of wild. Bought it from Dango or Promethean ages ago. Well, they'll be proud that either that wild Dango lives on in spirit, or Promethean's cookie business is now being rewarded. Any fun weapons in here? Not really. Master Arms. Okay. I mean, I'll play one more. I could potentially host. I am Red ID. Or if Retract wants to host, I don't care. Whatever makes it easier for you to stun lock. I'll put it that way. That would be my answer to you. Weapons with 50 here in our comment till 150. I have no idea. Listen, the wiki for the longest time didn't have it, and I still don't think it has it to this day. So I'm like, my answer is I have no idea. I don't know. Everything beyond that is speculation. I have yet to see any charts that talk about it for the Blue Burst version. I've seen old PSO forum stuff, which I don't know is accurate to this version of the game. So I have no idea. Because there's a lot of stuff that got updated in Blueburst, so I'm very hesitant to point you to those because I don't trust them, question mark. And a lot of people were just kind of making stuff up on those forums. I guess I can host. So I surprisingly almost leveled again with this character. I got up to 80% experience. Episode 4 XP is wild, chat. That's what I'm getting at. It's actually wild. Forgot to drop you the tri-fluids on the other run. Oops. Well, if you need them at the end of this run, let me know. Retract. Since I have 2, it's not like she needs them. I'm gonna put away a couple items and then I'll be ready. Don't need this. This. My gear's still back. Pretty good. It's like, what weapon is she using? And I'm like, yes. I was gonna say, funny enough, it kind of just went into I was gonna say, this is definitely Dynasty Warriors 5. It did, funny enough, go to Dynasty Warriors 5. Well, I'm gonna pause. No moments of peace here. I'm gonna listen to a little bit of Warriors Orochi. As I was gonna say, wait a minute, that's not in 4. So I'm gonna get a little closer, then I'm gonna go ahead and freeze them so that way I can target them properly. Stay done. Come on, Red Sabers. I almost thought that hit me. That scared me. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, it's good to see some improvement in the run over time. So again, I just want to give shout outs. I know both of you probably are not the longtime runners of the particular mission. But it got pretty smooth. Good lockdown of targets with paralysis. Got to see demons on the appropriate targets. If you're playing like Ramar in particular, Demon Mech is so good in episode 4. Oh, I did it too early. That was my bad. Alright, I'm gonna hold up. I'm really curious where this is gonna take me. So I'm holding up, chat. Where is this gonna put me? I wanna know. It made me go left? What? But whatever. What actual madness, chat? I don't get this camera. I really don't. Why did holding up make me go left? And then why did holding up right make me go down? I don't understand. It must be like somewhat based off of where I'm facing on top of position as to when the boss dies, where it rotates me. It's the only thing I can think of, because that's like actual madness. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put down a freeze trap. Disca. Oh, I did a little too early. That's unfortunate. That's fine. Let's clean it up with less one there. Yeah, at this point, I think I've just done challenge mode for all my S ranks. I know people don't like it when I buy weapons and trades, even though I think that is actually a very large part of PSO. But it is definitely one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I've earned it at this point. I don't care anymore. Like, whatever. Challenge mode, the only thing I don't like about episode 1 are the puzzles. I think it's actually the easiest to clear. But episode 2 is technically faster if you have people that know what they're doing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, careful, you're pulling them in weird ways relative to me. I'm trying to slam dude. No. No. Don't blow up the slime. Okay. So I'm gonna let you know. That's a faux pas. So for red ID, you want to split them. In any other ID, I would agree you would do that, but red ID, we want the other ones. I didn't realize that's what you were doing at first, and then I looked and saw you were doing the fire traps. I was like, no. So yes, that will kill them quickly, but I'm looking to get the most amount of splits. For red ID, that's Lava's Cannon specifically, and then the more you split them during event, though every single split creature also counts towards photon drops and other things, which is really silly. I don't know why they still are allowed to drop it, but they do. So you might get a lot of event eggs that way, which is very funny when that happens. There we go. Also, I'd recommend if you're cannon rouging, I don't know if you want to hit from the front. I feel like you're... I feel like you're better suited if you're in the corner. Usually you go to the front if you're doing Disca. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to freeze these, because I want to kill these versus run past them. Yeah, because I feel like the front hits less targets. That's the only reason why I mentioned that. It's a little beyond personal preference, because I do think you actually miss targets. No worries. I mean, these are all great things, because they're all teachable moments, because a lot of people just don't know. Like, sometimes people see me on the stream, and they're just like, what are you doing? And to be fair, even experienced players ask me that, but for a very different reason. But it is fun. See that? Self-deprecating humor. Let's get rid of these. Get out of here, Gilchix. Okay, good cleanup from the team. Good cleanup. I would say as a force, if you just want to kill all the Gilchix with Rafoi spam, I would say go for it, or Gilchix, the Cannabins. If you want to kill the Cannabins with Rafoi, go ahead. Honestly, like, there's not a lot you can really do in the other room. No worries, Joe. Now we understand. I only just came back from a break a few days ago. Damn, I kind of want to go back for that power material now. I'm gonna showcase. They could kill the Cannabins in the meantime. I'm gonna showcase a really stupid strat. Chat loves super stupid strats. You could do it whenever you're solo. Oh, never mind. Somebody entered the room. I can't show it anymore. Alright, so if at any point you find yourself in a bad position, always walk to the outside of the room, walk in a circle, put a confuse trap down. Look how easy it was to escape. It works every time. As long as you don't literally get one shot, it's a free kill. No. Oh, I see people hesitating to come in. Dropped a pipe if I wanted the material. Yeah, I probably do. I saw it drop and I was like, man. Oh, I'll take it down. There we go. I got through there. Good free strap down. If I'm low on health, I can actually one-shot these Dark Flow as a HuCast, and I can still do it as a HuCaseal. So I guess I'll help by killing the middle. Last time I skipped this, it is what it is. I heard the rare sound effect and I realized it was Chris hitting the emote. He got me. He made me look. I did look. That was a fooled you moment. You got me. You got me. Show us the pig indeed. You're feeling better, Chris. You know what, Chris? I'm willing to do one more TTF for you. If you want to play one game of TTF, because we have not seen you in quite some time for PSO. I'm willing to make the exception for you. Get rid of these. Okay, let's see. Feeling blah, very poor sleep. Sorry to hear that, Chris. If you just want to relax, that's fine. I'll be taking a short break as soon as we're done with PSO, then we'll move into Rogue Galaxy. Otherwise, this will be the last run. Okay, so I'm going to let the Force stun lock, but I'm going to slow it down a little bit with Twin Blaze. Sure. You're more than welcome to join in for a run. Got shocked. How rude. So yeah, you got a few minutes to set up, so if you're still getting ready, no worries. Ooh, you're using Vice on the boss? Ooh, okay. So recommendation for future reference, if you have charge arm it. If you have Baran's launcher with machine, use that instead. Spread needle's okay, but it's definitely preferred charge arm for sure. Because with Charge Arm, you're able to very easily hit all 5. Technically, you could do it with Spread Needle, but sometimes, like, if you don't take a step forward, you actually only hit 3 parts instead of 5. So I'm not saying you can't do it with Spread Needle, but just be aware that sometimes it's a little finicky. Speaking of finicky. Hey, hitting claws with guns. That's always a fun experience. Man, Last Swan is so good, chat. Taking a moment to look at the new options like drop info on enemies since I haven't yet. Nice, nice. There's also changes to on pickup stuff. I am gonna choose not to kill these Arlens. I'm gonna let the Force take care of these. Yeah, I'm trying out the HD HUD. It's okay. I definitely miss the bigger map size. Let me be very clear. If there's an option to have everything small except for the map, I would absolutely do that. Because the thing where it says like disable map resize, it means like it's very literal in that it'll still be the same overall dimensions, but the inside of the map will not be scaled. So it's like I can't even see the entirety of a room when that happens, which is useless. So I'm gonna put a freeze trap there. Freeze trap here. Yeah, I feel like the item box with the item drop is too big. So that I would definitely agree, and I always had the complaint. But I'm not liking the map size. Everything else being smaller is okay. It lets you see the character preview a little better. Just like hit or miss. It does look a little weird to me, but it does let you see more. Yeah, we'll do one last run just for Chris. You get the extended 10-minute extra TTF. And then maybe I'll level.
Is that a monolith?
Indeed, it is a monolith. Rip. At this point, I've done this so many times as Hunter. I can almost get back-to-back flawless no-hits and still be in the right position for the boss. Because you can technically just run around and avoid, but like I'm actually actively shooting those. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good position for the boss. If I drain my health with HuCaseal, I technically could have Dark Flowed right now if I wanted to. It is what it is. Maybe in 4-player I'll do HuCaseal. Ooh, lots of shots there. Love that. I mean, sure, why not? Okay, I'm gonna dodge this way because this has the biggest distance between where the players were. I can dodge that pretty easy. Nicely done. Easy kill. Love to see it. Yeah, this is where luck kind of plays into this. We could get a short or a long cycle here. Hunters have very limited long-range options. But last one is pretty good, so I'm actually just gonna do something like this for max damage. If it gets close to me, I'm gonna Vice. And good thing I had last swan out, because I wouldn't be able to hit that with Vice. Okay, we done? You gonna let me hit you? And we got short cycled. Absolutely brutal, chat. That was a bad pattern. Ooh, retract barely living. That's all that matters. Rest in peace, retract. I'm so sorry. I'll go pity revive you. There you go. You've been revived. Oh no, nobody was doing damage, Rip. Oh, the funny thing is you could stack Gafoi on them if you want. You can kill falls with Gafoi. If you get really close to the edge, you could cook falls. Bonk. It, like, see how it, yeah, see, like, just barely clips her.
Fireball!
It is very funny. So if you see falls do that again, just be like, touch the edge, burn falls. Get cooked. It's flambe time, or fireball time, as Chris says. Okay. So I'm not gonna level in one more quest, but I'll be in a pretty good position. So she'll be my highest level hunter by quite a bit. At least in terms of experience. I wouldn't mind that extra accuracy point, but we'll see. Okay, one last run. I'm gonna feed moons so that way I get better invincibility triggers. Worry is full, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the scapegoat if I have one. I actually don't. I have 4 tri-fluids though, which I forgot to get to retract again. Trip. Is what it is, I guess. Okay, this is waiting in the lobby. I'll make the game. What game OST are we on now? Oh, I went to Warriors Orochi. This song is probably in Samurai Warriors. I don't know the Samurai Warriors soundtracks as well. Warriors Orochi is a mix of some new songs, mostly Dynasty Warriors, and then Samurai Warriors and other spin-offs. sounds like something that's probably in Samurai Warriors. Glad you're enjoying the sound. If you want to look it up later, it's literally Where is Orochi original game soundtrack 2007. This song is called Frenzy. The one before it was called Battle of Changban. It is indeed very Japanese. Oh, I have a photon crystal in my inventory. No wonder why my inventory count is weird. I forgot I picked one up earlier. Will you stop body blocking me? Get out of here, NPC. Ridiculousness. Absolute ridiculousness. There we go. Stop it. No, no, no. He went back for the revenge. Did you see that? Oh, this is definitely the Nam Man theme from Dynasty Warriors. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm calling my shot. Oh, definitely. But what the song is called, I'm not sure. We'll listen to more of the Orochi soundtrack slash the Dynasty Warriors. We'll go back to 5 once we're done with 1. I just didn't have it loaded up when I did it earlier. And then technically we could listen to Samurai Warriors soundtrack, which I don't know if we've done before. I know we've done Dynasty Warriors before, and definitely Orochi. Okay, so some people are moving ahead, which is good. Chris will help clear out the next wave. In fact, I'll just let the team clear this. I believe in you. There we go. That way we can speed it up a little. And they could kill the Bartle that's now spawned. They get an extra kill if you're in a Flipper. Down a telepet because somebody's waiting for one. There we go. I realized when I didn't see everybody on the screen. I'm like, that's probably what happened. Let me go put one down. Oh, trolled by Chris's mag. Damn. GG outplayed. GG. I just got wrecked. Wrecked. Okay, I gotta get my vices out or something. Oh yeah, this is definitely Samurai Warriors. No doubt. Anything that sounds like it has authentic Japanese instruments mixed in with techno, it is more likely than not Samurai Warriors. Almost got the bug. So now I'm holding down right from where I was. Where does this put me? Do a little experiment here. Put me at the top. I just don't understand. Oh, damn, luck material. Oh, well, I'm not going back for that. 1, 2, 3. If it was a photon drop, maybe I would have gone back for it. I'm gonna slime Duke. You're dead. 1, 2, 3. Put a freeze trap down. Walk away. Get ready for disco. Slightly too early. Oh, those were actually perfect. I want them to be crisscross so it'll bounce back and forth between them. So it kills 2 targets extremely quickly. I'm gonna let them deal with this room because I don't really want to do with it as a hunter. But I'll put a freeze trap down as courtesy. Photon drop. No, I gotta go back. Actually, wait. This actually works perfectly. Because if they telepipe from there, I could go back for that photon drop. Just like, wait a minute. I gotta focus on slime duping. But yeah, I definitely need that. I'm gonna put a telepipe down, and then I'm gonna take whoever is telepiping in. I'll find out in a second. Alright, easy enough. Like, where that photon drop at? There we go. It's like, I saw a drop, I'm going back for it. There we go. You can't give that up, that's not doable. Oof. I didn't get mag invincibility. Not rewarded, chat. Nicely done, team. It's a solid clean kill. I'm gonna hold down and right on the raft because this one makes sense to me. I'm basically thinking the map is oriented one way and it's consistent. You relay shell, sure, whatever. At least one person will proceed. Technically, 2 people can proceed to wipe out the cannabins. I don't really care. We definitely don't need 4 here. There we go. Let's eliminate these real quick. Shotgunning. Yeah, I usually leave the force to the cannabins, and then I could put a warp after the Sinnohs, so they don't have to deal with the Sinnohs. That's usually the preference. I'm usually the force, so depending on what I'm doing, I usually end up in the other room, but I actually like the force a lot more in the cannabin room, because they're so much better at dealing with them. So they could do whatever. I'm gonna go kill the Sinnoh. I technically could stay behind and kill all the Sinnohs if I really wanted to. It's not a bad idea with 4 players, because one person can just stay behind and kill everything, but... So... Alright, we're gonna do some goofy strats. Ready, chat? You ready for the goof? Max goof? Goodbye, room. I don't have to do anything. Look how easy this room is now. One confused trap? Look at that. What are they doing? What are they doing? That's your ally. What are you doing over there? That's not how you deal with things. When multiple people are in the room, they do pull the Sinnohs a bit weird. So if you're wondering why I died there, they actually pulled them towards the door. Team trolled me. So just be aware, team, that you being in the room actually does mess that up. Rip team. I died because they went to the door instead of where they normally go. Oh well. I'll get my revenge in a minute. Alright, let's go get revenge. I'll let them clear out the other rooms. I'm not needed in there. This is what normally happens. You stand in the middle of the room, wait for them to fall, you bait a swipe, walk in circles, that's it. You don't even need to attack. Attacking's optional. If you want XP, I guess you can attack them. But like, look how clean that is. If nobody's in the room, that is like the world's easiest kill. Just like, you could kill with like 1,000 ATP character, with like whack Vulcans, like you don't even need good gear. Confused Trap is your friend. Don't sleep on Confused Trap. It's actually OP. It's not as OP as Freeze, but it's still very good. Okay, since I hosted, I'm gonna do 1 courtesy fireball, and that'll give time for the other player to line up. Although actually, they're in a pretty good spot as is. I don't know. That's where it's kind of questionable. If they were where the Ramar is here in the close-up, I would say no. I guess I'll do it once. So yeah, I'd like to use Disca here. Dark Flow is still pretty good against the boss here if you happen to have a machine one. Otherwise, Disca plus 13 equals death. Charge Arm, really strong. If you're using a Spread Needle, make sure to get very close. So don't just turn around, make sure to take 1 or 2 steps forward. Whereas I said before, you only hit 3 times instead of 5, which does actually greatly impact the clear speed. It's okay to get caged. It's okay. Caging is actually preferable when there's this many people because the boss actually stops attacking for a long time. So it's like, it's unfortunate when it happens, but it's kind of like whatever. It's not gonna kill you. The boss will die before it detonates. We're not super worried about that. What I am worried about are these claws. These claws are terrible. There we go. Oh, I got the good bounce. Oh, what a good bounce. I'm definitely gonna let the force go to the next room. I'm gonna deal with the Arlens here. Somebody can assist if they want. The freeze trap there. Protect my back. Position. Yeah, I think for the most part, the way I use traps are I'd let them detonate over time. So I don't actually do a lot of trap shooting. Just because I know how to do it in a way that I don't ever need to weapon swap. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's bad. Because sometimes you do need to trap shoot instantly. And it's very important to know that skill. But for stuff like that, like am I going to shoot my own trap there? No. It's going to walk away. I like to do what I call the drive-by trap. Where I know they're just going to walk into it when I want them to walk into it. And that's where I'm going to deposit it. But for high-level play, I should probably get used to trap shooting again. Fire blue thing. Ooh, I got slowed down. I should have paused sooner. Cat helping out with the last swan here. Appreciate it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a freeze trap here. I'm gonna put a freeze trap here-ish. See how things go. Nicely done. Now that was a shutdown. Good job, team. So yeah, we basically get almost 4 times the amount of kills compared to single player, and we still clear it faster than single player. For some run attempts anyway.
Is that a monolith?
It's kind of nice. Maybe once I start using the Z-warps, maybe that'll help speed up the other single player runs. Welcome, Murphy. Hope you're doing well. Sadly, Murphy, this is definitely the last run of PSO. One of those. We'll take a short break, and then we'll continue on with Rogue Galaxy. I think overall it was nice to get the bonus XP. Doing some solos, nice. Those. Okay, let's get way closer, okay. My goal wasn't to aim at anything at the end, I just realized I'm out of position for 4-player. So if you realize that you've counted and then you went, oh no, there's only 1 or 2 to the completion, I'm usually not going to be the one that advances it. So it's probably better I stick the last one here. Trying to fix a frame rate issue without brute forcing it. Do you mean like it's running at like 5 frames per second, Murphy? Is that what your issue is? I was gonna say, if it was just frame rate in general, I would have tried changing your DirectX. Well, I see the team is, they're doing well. Rip team. Some people were reporting that it got very laggy. Oop, the parameter is also Star Destiny. Look at that. Blue Donna on top of things. Ooh, got almost a full combo there. Brutal. Nicely done, team.
Dead already?
I was gonna say, is Chris gonna do the drive-by red ring? Just show up at the end. Get it. Let's get it. Like, come on. Let's see red ring for Chris. Do the one and done. That's all that matters with red ring. You just gotta show up once. Oh, I don't think anybody got it. What a shame. Pop these. Don't get red rings. Oof. One day. We're playing during XP week, so my odds of seeing them are not great. Neither are my expectations. They're not that high. He's away. I can't tell how many photon drops I got this event, sadly, but I can tell you I have not gone up that many event eggs, shockingly. Sure thing, Chonown. We'll be playing very briefly in the morning tomorrow. I can't do an evening stream tomorrow, but I don't think I'll be playing Thursday. I'll need an actual break from PSO, because we did put in a lot of hours, to be fair. We did Sunday, then 7 hours on Monday. About 3.5 on like 340 a day. Just a lot of hours. I'll hold on to the tri-fluids for later. Oh well, we try getting Chris another red ring. Maybe next time. Yeah, check the announcements, because I have the PSO schedule there. It should be up to date. Sure, let's go get our escape though. Despite the party wipe, you still earn the escape dolls. You're averaging 1 ringer every 2.5 years. I'm so sorry. I think I'm averaging about 2 per year. Sounds about right. Like 1.8 maybe. There have been a lot of red ring sightings, although usually we got a lot of them during the Valentine's event, and I did not really play Valentine's event this year, so I doubt I'm gonna see more than one this year. But we'll see. I do grind it out during anniversary events, so that's probably the most likely chance I'll see it. Let's chat. I mean, technically, if we count Calvisha, I am up a red ring already this year. But I think from the standpoint of PSO, I don't really have too much else to add. We got Retract testing out some episode 4, so they got to experience the power of Gafoi stacking. We taught them how to do some of the rooms. I'm not going to claim to be the best at it, but it definitely made the rooms go a lot faster once the Gafoi stacking was in place. Talked a little bit about positioning in the final rooms in particular, where I do think it's really crucial to be in a spot where you're not getting wailed on by like 5 billion Gorons. And when you're just allowed to free cast like that, it speeds up the run by like literally minutes. When you're just not spending time on the floor face planning or whatever. So I think overall that was a success. We had a bit of a slow start, but we had a pretty strong finish. That's all you can really ask for. So anyway, chat, if you came here for PSO, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. That'll be it for now. And we're going to say goodbye to YouTube before we go on our break here. So thank you again for watching, and hope to see you again next time.